started soon. Yeah, we can switch that off. Actually, yeah.
My penis small.
I usually hand it to you if I'm supposed to do something else. Then I don't know what that is.
Are we going to talk about what happened in Houston?
What happened in Houston?
I didn't know if you were going to work that in as one of your conspiracy stories or not, because there are a bunch of them. You said earlier. Okay, let's see. Let's go to.
Oh, Big Bird got vaccinated.
Shit.
What?
They're talking about that on Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
It says
god.
Ted Cruz and other right-wingers squawk after Big Bird gets vaccinated. Oh, shit.
Well, Pfizer is now FDA approved for children between 5 and 11 now.
California's already mandated it.
Have they?
Yep.
Fuck California, okay?
Hey.
Experiment on your own goddamn kids, but not mine.
You're going to California next month.
Yeah, fuck them.
I think you're overreacting. California isn't that bad.
You go live your ass over there. Don't you dare fucking come back to Texas. Thank you.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Calm the fuck down.
Things that escalated really quickly. I mean, things got really out of hand.
Are we actually live right now?
Yes, we are.
Damn, Shelly.
For a
lay-
minute 26.
Laying it all out.
She's like, I'm never that bad. I'm not a harpy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, she
No,
didn't say that.
We have video evidence now.
You have video evidence. Why don't you shove that video evidence up your ass? Thank you.
If you're talking about merchandise that she bought, let's save that until the show starts.
Why don't you
Whoa,
shove
whoa,
that
whoa, whoa.
merchandise up your ass, okay?
Excuse me, point of privilege.
My tattooed ass says exit only.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Excuse me, my turn. Point of privilege.
I don't get it.
I'm gonna need you guys to refrain from
Clapping.
clapping or holding signs up during this podcast. It's very distracting for me.
And I have anxiety disorder.
I have an invisible.
Invisible what?
Oh my god.
It wasn't invisible.
Yeah, there's one lady that went up and said, "I have an invisible disability, and I need."
invisible. These
What
were
the hell is wrong with people?
This was the was it communist convention or socialist convention?
Yeah, it was a socialist convention, and they were like, they're Marxist, and she was like, our leader Marx, mwah, I love him, or something like that, and I was like, oh, I'm in for some good times now. I watched every single one.
Well, I don't know how they could even get through one speech without somebody going, party privilege!
I was like,
party privilege!
How did they get through this? Like, what did they even go over? Like, besides point of privileges and it was like a question.
Excuse me, there were 5 people in line and they're all white. Could you please make sure that there are people of color in the line before the white people get to talk?
Because
Thank you.
earlier there was 2 black ladies together, and they tried to push them out of the line. And I was at the front of the line earlier, and here I am again. And I just want to say that I think the line is too long, and there's too many people in the aisles, and I can't see.
Yeah.
I was like, and the lady at the podium, she finally went, "Can I just get through a sentence?"
Damn.
I was like,
That's some hardcore shit right there.
I made this to be pot roast.
I thought it was satire.
you should have watched the whole thing.
I
Like,
did. I
you watched
did.
every one of them?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I watched them before you started sending them to
I
me.
made Aunt Donna watch them all.
Poor Aunt Dawn.
And what was this, TikTok videos or what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, you say TikTok videos,
yeah.
but it's
It's actually a YouTube video that was cut up. It was
Yeah.
live
Oh,
streamed.
okay.
yeah, it was a live stream video of the convention that they had. I was like, this convention, if this were to keep going, it would never end, because there'd be so many points of privilege and points of questions. How would they ever get to the subject of the matter?
I know it.
It was a little comical.
Yeah.
I don't disparage anybody's beliefs on that side,
You can
but
believe whatever you want to, but that was fucking ridiculous. And then they were like calling each other comrades.
Jeez.
and they were all mad at each other. It was so funny. That
Yeah.
was funny.
But
We We have rooms in the back that are completely silent, but the TVs are on. So if you want to watch what's going on, but you don't want to hear it, you can go in there. And then we have completely silent rooms, but don't come in there with any loud cologne on.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. Where are you going, intern? Okay,
We're not ready to start yet.
I know. I was just asking him where he's going.
Okay.
I do.
You want to drink both of them?
No, but I'll get through this one real quick. Hey, my granddaughter drank most of it.
Yes, I would like peach water, please.
You know what? I want a peach water.
It's like
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Well, actually, do you want one?
No. Dude.
What is that?
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
Oh my god. We'll get to it later.
Okay, save it.
Hey, do we want to test your screen thing to make sure it still works?
I do have the sushi screen button over here.
How do I do it? I forgot.
I'll turn on OBS.
How do I do that?
Should be a goddamn icon on your desktop that says OBS.
Oh, I thought that was just saying, oh, this is BS. Why does this shit keep popping up? Shut up.
It's called advertising.
Oh, I look like shit. Y'all are letting me look like shit today.
You do not.
Get over yourself.
Of course. Then again, when was the last time you showered?
We all know that they're coming here to look at Matt anyway.
I know that, but still, I don't want to look like shit.
Pass that to RoboTuner. Pass that to RoboTuner. Pass that to RoboTuner.
I didn't ask for 3.
Ugh.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go whiz.
Oh, that's my camera.
Okay.
Okay. How do I get the screen to come
Just
on?
pee on Markham's door.
How do I get the screen to come on?
He has to hit.
Listen, I need you to answer my fucking questions. When I ask
Will you hit the sushi button and tell her to shut the fuck up?
Okay, there's the sushi button.
Okay, so at the top or
at the top.
Whoa, it's slipping.
what's slipping?
Your drink off of your phone. Okay, there it goes. It stopped.
It's not even open, Matt.
I know, but I didn't want to see it fall and possibly bust open.
I don't want to.
Why do you have your sister in a sleeper hold?
I don't know, but Alex touched my boob. That was weird. Don't do that again.
You're gross.
You're gross.
I don't know how to feel about what
you
I'm
really
seeing right
shouldn't
now in the
be.
bottom left-hand corner of our priest.
You sucker.
What, did he fart?
No.
Did you lick her?
No.
Hold on.
What are you
licking me.
doing
I'm
to
not
Shelly?
licking you.
Oh.
God.
I really can't tell.
You're making this so much harder.
It just looked like Thunder K had you in a sleeper hold.
So just saying something. God dang it, man.
Turn that off.
I don't know what's happening.
It's the. I don't know. It's now calm. Is it open somewhere?
Nowcom? That's one of your programs for your job, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why do you have it on your gaming computer? Oh, right, because you had to use it for your
Why
job.
don't you ask a dumb question again?
Damn, Shelly.
What's 2 plus 2?
Your face.
Hey, that's dumb. Don't
My
be dumb.
fist on your face.
Bring it, bitch.
This fist in one eye and this fist in the other.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't go for my booty hole for either one of those.
Because there's no 2 booty holes unless there's something I don't know about.
Mm-mm. No, I thought
Actually, there is. If you consider.
you meant double fisting.
Are you talking about your extra pussy?
Mm-mm.
What is going on with your weirdness?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She's just salty. Here's your
Did you
Genshin
give
Impact background.
No. It's right there. Shelly?
Oh, god dang it.
Yeah, just look over your shoulder. It's working now.
Okay, great.
All right, I'm going to go back to starting
But I
soon.
don't want it on, so take it off there.
I just went back to starting soon.
It doesn't. As soon
I
as-
hit the
as long as he
sushi
doesn't
screen
hit
so
sushi
you
screen,
to
you're
make
fine.
sure that it would work. That you could see it working.
Everybody just calm fuck down, okay?
So I realized
I'm fine.
earlier when I was taking a whiz outside that the purple light makes my penis look the best.
So you're going to order a black light for your dorm room now, aren't you?
Exactly.
so I can watch myself masturbate in purple.
Why?
Wish I could erase that from my brain.
Thank you, RoboTuner.
Why thank you, RoboTuner?
He gave me the idea.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. Okay, let me see if there's anybody in the chat. Let us know.
No.
Speak up, yo. We don't even have anybody listening yet.
Let us know. Let us know.
Yes,
Well, they'll hear us on the.
it is the holiday season now.
Stop trying to grab my dick.
I'm not.
Grab your own dick.
That's weird.
I'm not.
Don't do that.
Kanye sing one event and he rimmed on my dick.
Kanye did what?
That's one of those
Is that not
electric
hurting?
donkey songs.
It's
It's
inappropriate.
a Nederlands
Alex.
Dutch song,
It
but
does, but
the fake English
Alex,
subtitles.
that's inappropriate.
I'm not doing anything.
Not yet. We haven't started. So, have either you, Sushi or Thunder K, listened back to the show I put up last week?
I didn't even know you did.
I
'Cause
didn't get a notification.
I didn't
Well,
hear
well, I was asking them because they were there
yeah,
in Utah.
you weren't there.
Wow,
For-
you just
well-
left him out in another way.
Well, for context, because I'm sure you'll have your own questions about
Poor
our
Alex.
experience.
No. I thought you.
But I didn't want. The reason I asked is because I didn't necessarily want to talk about things that I already
That
covered
you
with the
weren't part
audio
of. You just
captured.
want to talk about things that
No,
you weren't a part of.
I usually get notifications when you put it on iTunes. That's why I was saying. I
Oh.
got one.
Oh, okay, that's weird. Yeah, I uploaded it on Monday night.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I never listened to it because I never got that
I was
notification.
trying to start shit and that didn't work.
Yeah, because you're factually incorrect. You're like you always are.
So what is it? I mean, what did we miss? Why did you ask? I guess.
Oh, because with the audio that I captured was from the highlights of the quest that led to the crown that the knight gave.
Oh,
The
go
entire
get it.
the entire
Go get the crown.
God dang it.
the entire
Whore.
horror related experience the first run through, and I also captured the swearing in of the Adventurers Guild. As far as the other details, I haven't actually talked about it. Oh yeah, and the public service announcement about chewing on foil. Those are the things that were already.
I forgot about the chewing on foil.
Yeah, those are the things that were highlighted last week in the audio that I put
That
up.
should totally be a commercial for our show.
Exactly. Do you chew on foil?
And at the end, it goes dun 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 dun. Need to know. What is it called?
The more you
Oh,
know.
The more you
know.
know. The more you know.
I've used that in a Space Pants occurrence.
There's been an epidemic in the United States of children chewing on foil.
It is 6:58. Mood faga. So how did you repair the wire, Kenneth? Did you just splice another piece to it of this length?
You're gonna need to get the silicone out.
What, to block the hole? That's not a big deal.
Whoa. Okay, guys, let's talk about your sexual escapades after
Hey,
the show.
we don't use silicone for that. All right, that's latex. Get out of it.
We don't even use that.
I had to.
Are you blocking the peenie hole?
I had to put a hole
Or the
on the other
butthole?
side of the bookshelf over there
Oh, okay.
because it was a bad spot to have a hole. I didn't have.
It is a bad spot to have a hole. You're right.
It's gonna be all day. All day.
All day, Johnny Gay.
I don't know what you want from me.
I'm a licking, I'm honey gay.
All right.
I'll tell you what I don't want from you.
What?
The ham and eggs you gave me during the trip last week.
I give you ham and eggs.
Yes, you did. All that car smelled like ass and rotten eggs the entire
Wait,
fucking trip.
save it. Because I mentioned,
Oh my god.
I did mention that on one of my recordings that I did, but I didn't go into detail. So let's save that for the actual show. As soon as intern gets his ass back in here.
What was he getting? Oh, the crown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Acknowledged.
What the hell is that noise?
I don't know. It's coming
Music.
from somebody's computer.
It's not mine.
It's not mine either.
Latch the door, please, sir. Thank you.
It could be your phone.
Is it one of y'all's phones?
It's not mine.
Are you sure? Pull it out of your pocket.
It's
Literally
fucking
watching
Shelly's
a
phone.
TikTok right now.
Hey, it's 7 o'clock. We're ready to start.
I don't know. Hold on. What about conspiracy theories? Which one should I bring up?
Thought you were gonna
It's your segment.
talk about the one about the Astro World Center concert debacle.
What is that conspiracy?
You said you read about a couple that people were bringing up.
Oh,
About why it
I
happened.
know. Yeah, Ainsley and I talked about it too.
Okay.
That's kind of a weird one, but all right.
Well, because it deals with a current event.
I
That's the only
also
reason
have-
why I mentioned
I have
it.
one about
Alex is
The
an ass
Anunnaki.
pirate.
About what?
the Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. Oh yeah, those are the
Okay.
alien people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good to me. All right, I'm ready to go.
Do not let that fall off your head.
I'm not.
Seriously.
I'm not. Calm your
Okay,
titties.
start, babe.
Oh, I'm waiting for Thunder K to stop the loop.
Oh God, stop the lube. Okay.
Loop. L-O-O-P.
He wants it dry.
I like to go in dry without my phlegm lubricant.
Ugh. Please cut our mics and start the show.
I actually stole that from JJTM. Okay, here we go.
The following audio program contains mature content, including offensive language. Listener discretion is advised.
Play the radio. Make sure the kids hear words.
You're talking to the guy that remembers everything.
I don't feel okay with that. I really don't.
Robotator's a loser.
Biden is hiding people and sucking the blood of children.
You know, I'm not even saying anything anymore.
No, I'm serious.
Why?
Or maybe it's just that I'm hogged up on caffeine. And
Because y'all get on to me for even saying anything. I'm done.
No,
I'm done.
I
I'm
didn't.
done.
You're supposed to fight back. Look.
I feel like you have a boner right now.
I don't.
The land of Fujiwa is a shitocracy.
First and foremost, I am not fucking RoboTuner.
Robo, fuck you.
That would be so tender.
Oh my
Number
God.
one.
That's the play for a stripper to just go, oh yeah, I listen to all of them all the time.
Why did the stripper turn to Matt
So where's
Thomas?
the stripper from?
Thomas, is that you, man?
I thought it was genius, RoboTuner. You did a fantastic job.
It is. I thought that I just wanted some money so I could buy some pop screen filters.
You dress up well, Thomas, man. I didn't know you were into this.
You little LARPer, you.
Someone shoot me. I have to live with him.
All these podcasts in my feed, but something's wrong. Not a single one I follow, they sing their own theme song. Now I have my own, and I really must say, please offer us advertisement so we can do this for pay. Do this for pay. Back in 2015, just a desktop and two mics. We found it hard on social media to get any likes. Then we got new equipment and the world was much more fun. 3 years had gone by, now our studio is done. RoboTuner, master of debacle, sitting at the helm.
Sushi keeping Matt in check, true ruler of this realm.
Thunder K shocked both their asses into gear.
Alex the intern. Why am I even here?
We're glad that you have joined for this occurrence of our show. We can't think of lyrics for this part, so here we go. The song is almost over, starting at last. Broadcasting from the dungeon at Castle Fujiwa, it's RoboTuner's Insignificant Podcast. Occurrence 156 for Sunday, November 7th, 2021, in the year of the Montreal Porterhouse, mostly underdone. And these two of these people next to me will understand that reference. Greetings.
And someone in the audience.
Yes, that also. That as well.
That's just a thing.
That's this thing. Greetings, RoboTuner, coming at you from the dungeon at Castle Fujiwa, back again with that low-budget podcast style for your listening enjoyment, amusement, disgust, or all of the above. Take your pick.
RoboTuner, before you switch, I just want to let you know you have 7 more weeks to figure out more ox puns.
I'm aware of this, and I'll be glad once this year's over, so I won't have to.
I don't think it's been an ox pun for several weeks now. It's more like a bunch of cow puns.
Hey, anything bovine related to me falls within the category, so call me lazy. I don't give a shit. Joining me across the table for me is my existing romantic life partner, Sushi.
Lazy.
She's so lazy she doesn't even want to speak.
Fuck your faces.
She hasn't done shit today.
That was scarier than your scary stories.
My scary stories were a little
bad.
They weren't bad.
Your face too.
All right, let's stop laying into each other before introductions aren't even done. And then we also have, sitting to my right, the world's largest cattle prod, Thunder K.
God damn.
Fuck yeah. Bring the thunder. I'm a cattle prod.
And it's related, electricity. And then, of course...
Wait.
Okay,
go on.
Now. And then we have, to his right, his oldest son, returned this week. No, I'm sorry, youngest son. In some ways, I do consider you older maturity-wise. Alex the intern. No ragtime piano? What's up with that?
I'm
sorry.
the king of the toilet.
Wrong button.
Hey.
I am the king.
You are the king?
I am the king.
King for a day, fool for a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. It's about to fall off.
All right, so I got to put it on the 4-host view because I feel like this subject is something we can all contribute to. Well, mostly, at least 3/4 of us can.
Don't leave him out anymore.
No, I'm not leaving him out. So, for those that may listen to us on the reg, we're aware that we were out of town last week to the somewhat tolerable state of Utah. And if you listen to the show I put up last week, it just consisted of the audio that I captured throughout our trip there. But we also have a lot of blanks to fill in. So I like to go over the things that you haven't heard about yet. Somebody close Sushi's mouth. Why is it open?
I just found that you can have glitter grout in between your tiles, and it's just
Why would you want to?
glitter grout.
Yeah.
Hell yes. This for the sparkling clean.
I'd be confusing it with dirt all the time.
Sparkles?
Yeah.
It's not black.
Hmm.
This is gold. I don't want gold though. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, Utah. We started our trek on Thursday night, which our flight was delayed for about an hour, but that gave us time to, now looking back, regrettably eat at Chili's at Love Field Airport. And the reason I say regrettably is because most of the afternoon we were all farting up a storm.
Who's this we? Kimasabi?
All 3 of us?
No.
Yes.
I wasn't farting.
He wasn't farting.
Okay, well, at least you and I.
Y'all were the perpetrators of ham and eggs in the car.
What did y'all have to
I
eat?
thought it was stale water and cabbage. I'm confused.
The one things that we all shared were the appetizers, the chips and salsa, and their bloomin' onion. No,
I didn't eat the bloomin' onion.
okay, but I did.
Maybe
though.
you should have.
No, the bloomin' onion would have made it worse.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then for my entree, I just had a burger, so I didn't.
What
think
did you have?
I had rice.
What did I have?
I don't know.
Oh, the chicken.
How
you
is
had chicken
chicken gonna
tenders.
tear you up like that?
Did it have broccoli in it?
No.
Mm-mm.
The moral of the story is
Don't eat at Chili's at the Love Field Airport if you're going anywhere.
Don't give harpies chicken.
Our car consisted of 2 of Dr. Seuss's stories. Over here is Horton Hears a Who, and Green Eggs and Ham were in that car.
Damn.
Oh, that's mean. I was distressed.
Our car smelled like ass and eggs.
I was distressed.
Your ass was distressed.
No, I was in distress. It was bad.
I don't know what dress you were in, but you stunk. What the fuck are you doing?
What are you saying, intern?
Mute.
Oh, you want me to mute
Who,
you?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What the hell are you doing?
Wait, no, hold on. That's the wrong channel. That's sushi. Okay, now you're
So
on
you
mute.
muted me.
I wasn't looking. I was just
That's fine.
reaching
I know you want to
instinctively.
shut me up.
Anyway, so
Yeah, Lord, it was awful.
that was the first full day we were there, which was the Friday of last
I
week.
swear that Thunder K said "Good Lord" at least.
At least 10 times, yeah.
No, or more. He was like.
I think the high altitudes
He
kind of
was
squished her colon.
He was like, "Good Lord!" Rolled the window down.
I said that a couple times too, honestly. Not gonna lie.
It
That
was
was bad.
Sorry.
But you know what? I ended up redecorating the bathroom.
I don't know what.
Dude, I wasn't even gonna go there. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I would
I'm gonna
have.
tell you.
I would not put you on blast for that.
Something we ate.
No pun intended, by
at
the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I think the airport food really was something wrong with it. I do. Or we wouldn't have been having the distress we had.
You know what you should have done? Just like you did it before.
What?
And it worked for everybody but you.
What, Gas X? Yeah,
No,
we should have brought some.
When she has a tummy ache that makes her chest hurt, she needs to make sausage and beans.
Well, I was in a hotel. I couldn't make sausage and beans.
You're right.
I'm sure we could have found sausage and beans in Utah somewhere.
Well, we could have made ramen in the coffee pot.
Ew, no. People pee in that.
Good Lord.
They do.
It filters
Look
out.
it up. Ew.
Well,
Bro, pee is...
You know what? There is no pee in. You know why? Because nobody fucking goes to Utah.
The plane was was pretty empty.
That was loud.
It was pretty empty.
Coming back, it was. Going there, there was
No,
there
it
were more
was
people.
very empty.
Yeah, we both got seats with nobody in the middle.
Yeah, and I got to sit in the exit row on the way
and
back.
the back of the plane was completely empty on both flights.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll have to get into that later.
Yeah.
The trip home.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Hold on. Let's don't blow your load yet, Thunder K.
Oh. That's gonna be hard with you sitting right beside him.
Oh Jesus. I know I'm handsome, but please, why are you caressing my shoulder, fucker? I know you're jealous of my locks, but please, this is now is not the time.
I'm not jealous of it. I just steal the ones from the shower and glue it to my head during the week.
All your hair looks to be the same color to me.
He takes it
I
out
don't
before
wear it here. That would be weird.
Yeah, you should see it. He like when it falls out, he has to like super glue it back on.
Oh my God. So, Evermore is only open during the evening hours. They open at 5 and they close at midnight. So we had quite a bit of time to kill the 2 full days that we were there.
And I have something to say about that.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think that for everything that they give at Evermore, 5 to 12 is just not enough time. It's not enough time.
I happen to agree, and it makes me wonder if their hours are longer during the summer months.
Yeah, I was wondering if during Aurora and during the summer months if it was longer, because the thing about it is in lore is Halloween, and most of the stuff that makes lore possible is only going to happen at night.
Yeah.
Like the Haunted Adventure would not have been fun during the day.
Yeah, which for those that may not be familiar, lore is the fall season that Evermore does that is macabre and spooky themed to go along with Halloween.
It's 6 to 10.
The other ones?
Hold on. 6 to 10. The other ones are 6 to 10. The New Year's Eve event is 6 p.m. to 12. It's 6 to 10 after that. And then during the summer, let's see.
I think next year we should go to Aurora.
We actually, you want to hear something funny? We could do the Aurora one New Year's. Just throwing that out there. Go ahead.
It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was. As I was saying, we had some time to kill during the daytime, so we decided to drive around and admire the beautiful scenery that exists in the Salt Lake City area. And specifically, we stayed in Pleasant Grove, Utah, which is about 40 minutes south of Salt Lake. And the mountains were just gorgeous. I actually haven't had a chance to. I haven't ridden through or driven through any mountains since I was 18 before this trip. At the last trip that I went to North Carolina. Well, hello, Caleb Allen. Welcome to Welcome to the chat room of RoboTuner's Insignificant Podcast. We are telling a story right now.
What is this?
I don't know who that guy is. Caleb
I
Allen.
don't know.
So let me just say this though.
We're your new best friends.
So
that's stretching it.
You know, it's kind of sad though, because I really enjoyed walking out of the hotel and just seeing nothing but mountain landscapes everywhere. And
oh, he's talking. He wanted to know what we were talking about. What Kim just said in chat. This is a park called Evermore that's in Utah.
Yeah, Pleasant Grove, Utah.
And it's basically
south of Salt Lake.
like a live action MMORPG, and you go in and you do quests, and you can do them in groups or you can do them by yourself. And they have every person who works at that park has a quest.
Yeah, and
to
they're actors in character, yes.
And some of them are linked to each other, some of them aren't. And then, you know, like at one point, we almost created our own quest because of the questions that we asked people. We learned a lot about the park in and of itself. So that's what this is. It's called Evermore Park.
I think most of the fun was stumbling over, you know, ourselves trying to ask questions and break out of our own characters.
Yeah. that is true.
You can go in costume. You can actually be in a character. You can create your own character, walk in the park, and be that person while you're in the park.
I kind of broke out of my shell, and I'm not one to do that, but
yeah,
that is true.
Fun. That was a lot of fun.
That is true. And so when we were driving about Utah actually both days, the first day we just drove around the countryside. We went out to Park City, which is where they had the 1998 Olympics. And we decided to actually drive up a mountain, which at first, like a bunch of pussies from Texas, we turned around whenever the roads started looking a lot wider because we weren't sure if it was ice or not, or if it was just the roads being treated, because there was some snow on the ground.
It wasn't wider. Are you talking about
white?
The color white.
Yes.
Okay.
It was sparkly.
Yeah, it started getting smaller, and it was the reason we turned around was because I panicked.
Yeah, I don't understand mountain people. Why would they build roads with no like barriers on the side?
Rails or something that, even though it's not going to make you safer, would make you feel safer.
Well,
we are a bunch of Texas pussies.
In Utah, it's probably just par for the course for their driving, I'm sure.
I guess.
They were all driving like bats out of hell.
Yeah, they were. I could tell whenever we were passed up by locals because of how much faster they were driving on the roads than we were.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Oh,
sorry.
No, I was just going to say, so yeah, we actually decided to venture up all the way up that mountain and attempt to drive to the city of Brighton, which we had read is known for its live moose sightings, because we really wanted to see some moose. Now we were detoured not once but twice on the way there, because there were, as you can imagine, in mountain roads, there are some paths that are completely blocked by gates that they shut off if there's too much snow and the driving conditions aren't safe. So after we passed by the second detour, it led us down to the town at the summit at the base of the mountain. Then it led us right back to Park City, and we ended up not getting to go to Brighton.
But go ahead.
I was going to say the funniest thing was how bad the GPS was in the mountains.
I know.
Because we followed the GPS and it took us in the same. It kept trying to go down the road that was blocked.
Exactly.
So it kept sending us into circles. It took us to an alternate route. So we ended up in this town that was a beautiful town.
Yeah, it was residential.
And then we ended up back on the road back up to the mountain.
And
so we were like so confused with what was going on.
I was like, how are we supposed to get to Brighton this way? We're going back the way we came.
Yeah, I think the two primary routes were just blocked with the road closed, and the GPS wasn't managing it.
So I am really scared of heights. I don't know why. I just have a huge fear of it. So I panicked most of the time. I did get to see a lot of beautiful things, like the birch trees in this forest, and
lots
all
of power
the
lines.
different plants that they have. And some of the views were, they almost looked fake because they were that beautiful. And so we took a lot of really great pictures. Now, I'm not a great picture taker, but Thunder K's wife is an amazing picture taker. And so she got some really great shots. And
I got a lot too, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, you took some great shots too, honey.
Good job.
Love you.
I wasn't
Good-
trying to
Good job.
deflect.
Good job. Anyway,
You were holding the oh shit handle most of the way.
I did. Because I can't.
And you were panicking about my driving, and I was It's not like you
Look,
can drive fast on those roads.
It's not about you. It's not about you.
I
You
know.
should know that by now. It's me. It's something I'm going
Driving
through.
the wrong way on the road.
Okay. Well, I will say this about Utah roads and their highways, because the slopes on them are just so up and down all the time. Whenever you're on a downslope, you don't even have to accelerate.
You know what's weird about you saying that, the roads are downslope, you don't have to accelerate?
Yeah.
And you weren't driving that
Especially on the
bad.
mountain roads, yeah.
What about that one time that you tried to drive in the wrong way in traffic? What about that time?
That was scary. Not scary, but just what the fuck is this? Okay, so I guess it's more common in states on the West Coast that if you take a U-turn on an access road on one of the highways, there are stoplights at them, and they have a diagonal red arrow. And I didn't know how to feel about that. I really don't know where in relation to that traffic light I was supposed to be. Luckily, it was after midnight. Nobody was on the road, so.
Right, he was very disoriented too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We finally got to the hotel.
Yeah, it was like 1:30 a.m. when we finally went to sleep.
Yeah.
That's the night that we landed.
Our flight kept getting pushed back.
Oh, it was pushed back an hour. Yeah, but
Wasn't it 2 hours?
no, it was only one.
Yeah, I know it got pushed back twice.
Yeah, 30 minutes each time. But that allowed us to chill and eat dinner that made us fart like hellions the next day on the majority of the car ride. Now, speaking of...
So are you saying some of those were from you?
Oh, they were.
I already admitted that. Did you not hear me earlier? Your podcast
I was just
listening.
You know what? You know what?
God
Like,
dang it.
I would say this about Matt. I will say this about Matt.
Robotuna.
At least, he waited a few times, not all times, but a few times to get out of the car, and then he sounded like a little two-stroke engine walking up the road.
I tried to hold it.
Yeah, on a,
No, you didn't.
on a Volkswagen Beetle.
My favorite part was waiting until they smelled it to roll down the window.
I am surprised you got your
That
deposit.
wasn't my favorite part at all.
I'm surprised you got your
Nope.
deposit back on that car.
Yeah.
How did you turn that car in with shit stains in the seat?
There were no poop stains.
So,
Calm down.
I remember getting a call. I remember calling Dad and being like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And they're showing me the mountains. Dad's like, "Yeah, look at these mountains. They're pretty cool." Oh God! Your aunt, I swear to God, is just stinking up the whole car.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did call you a few times when we were there.
I mean,
Yes.
okay, honestly, we wouldn't be talking about this if it wasn't a significant amount of time in that car.
On an insignificant podcast.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Mind
It
you.
was. It was a lot of fun.
So after we were done with our detour and started heading back to Pleasant Grove the first day, we ate at probably the most mediocre restaurant I've ever eaten at in
It
my
was
entire
less than
life.
mediocre.
Oh, there's something going on there.
It goes on the not
It wasn't
recommended
terrible.
list.
It was just bland.
Yeah.
We had nachos that had jalapenos on them. It wasn't even hot.
No, it was like
there wasn't
eating
even enough
pickles.
cheese. There wasn't enough cheese. They put a pile of chips on the bottom, put some on the top, and then put cheese on the top. That's all
We
they
should
did.
have known better. We should have known better. We should have found a place that just served soup and salad, because you're not going to get a better hamburger anywhere else, or a better set of nachos
Like
anywhere else.
Texas and the East Coast are kind of like the best food places.
I mean, the sandwich I had wasn't bad. It just wasn't, it was what you would expect from a diner,
Right.
Yeah, mine was just okay. I mean, it was like bar food essentially. That's what I equated
like
to.
too,
Yeah.
It's like funny we had 6 different choices of restaurants to go to, and I don't know why we chose this one.
It's because we wouldn't have. If we decided to go into Park City, like on Main Street, we would have had to pay to park anywhere and then walk.
That's
this
pretty
was
much what
it
the
was really
answer
more
is.
the location and the convenience because it was outside of the main street.
I suppose that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Only by omission.
Association.
Yeah,
Poor
association.
Alex. He really should have gone with us.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fuckers.
I don't think it would have worked out.
Nah.
We should just take a driving trip up there next time in a big van.
20
rented.
hours?
No.
Oh,
we're
hell
not
no.
I'm not going to
Hell
car
no.
20 hours with you.
No.
What?
You're gonna have
I will
to
make
drink
sure
a
I
vat of
only-
Pepto before you get in the fucking
I will
car
make
with
sure
me.
I only eat chicken broth. Okay.
No, we're gonna
No.
fix it to where you
That's-
have to stick your bare ass out the window.
That's really drinking chicken broth.
Only
Yeah.
people who are gonna be have that unpleasant feeling are those who are driving on Jeeps with the top
Dude.
down.
Or
Listen,
sitting beside you and like, what
I
the
get
fuck?
really nervous on a plane, and I mean, it causes anxiety in me.
How many excuses are you gonna use for your ass? It doesn't matter what caused it. You stunk up the car.
Did I scar you?
Yes.
I think you did.
I haven't smelt right for a week. All right.
Yeah, you should.
I had to rewash all my clothes.
You should have seen it. I came home.
How long did that take?
You're such a liar.
I came home on Friday and I farted when I walked in. Dad was like, "Oh my god!"
Shut up.
No, I didn't. I walked in, he farted, and I went, "Oh yeah." Shelly? Where you at?
Y'all leave me alone. I was sick.
Is Shelly in her bathroom? It smells like shit. No, the dog crapped in front of the air conditioner.
Ugh.
That's a bad Knuckles. Just kidding.
He doesn't do that normally.
I was sick.
Only when they forget to let
My
him out.
tummy hurted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot to let him out.
So the first day of Evermore, as those that listened to last week's Occurrence, the big quest that we went on was actually one that is not solved by many, according to the person that we got it from. It led us to many different locations. Had to talk to quite a few people. And what's unique about this quest is that even the first part of it, the puzzle box, which we played audio from last week, and which Thunder K solved in 25 seconds of the 60 allotted, were only done by 2 people that week.
But that wasn't the first quest.
Well, it was the big one that we went on.
That wasn't the first part of the quest.
No, it wasn't.
What was the first part of the quest?
Wait. Actually, someone told us to go seek out the night.
And who did that?
It was the Adventurers Guild guy.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
It was me.
Okay, well, why don't I shut the fuck up and let you talk then?
Hey, finally.
Wow, nobody said shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, apparently I'm not getting this right, so...
Dang, someone's sensitive.
Shelly wants to inject her name into the quest, so go ahead.
No, okay. No, I didn't want to inject it. Kenneth talked to the lady in red.
Thunder K. Talk to
Sorry.
Lady in Red. That's what it says right
Thunder
there.
K
See?
Talked to the lady in red, and she said there was an unsolvable quest. And she was in the gift shop, because that was the first place we went.
Oh, right. Yes, that is correct. That is the first place that we went, and I forgot she was the one
We
that
kind of
told
went up
us.
to her and we're like, look, we're new to this. We're not really sure where to start. And she was like, well, let me tell you, there's all kinds of quests out there, but right now there's a big quest that nobody has solved yet, and it starts with the knight.
The night. What was his name?
It was Percival.
Percival.
Percival. Yeah.
He goes by Pussy.
He goes by Percy.
I'm just kidding. I don't know.
And so we decided that's the quest we were going to try. Give it the old college try. What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
And so we went around and we were trying to find the knight, and he just wasn't around yet. So that's when we found the Adventure Guild guy.
That is true.
And so we started a couple of other quests before that one, just because we were trying to
Get acclimated with the whole thing.
'cause
Yeah.
I remember when you first get in there, she says, "Yeah, since y'all are new, here is some beads that you'll want to trade up. You know, whatever you tell."
Not those kind of beads.
She didn't say push up. She said trade.
So here's
Your
some
crickets
beads.
aren't working, by the way.
Well,
Crick, 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 crick.
Now I'm
I'm talking
derailed.
up in this show. Crick, crick.
Here's some beads. Trade them up to try to get a coin, is what she basically said. So I was going around to people, and I was like, here's a fire bead of the dragon, and he would give me something else. And I finally traded up to this rather kind of a bigger diamond-looking thing from one of the witches, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We talked to somebody, the Ventures guy, and he told us to go ask the witches about the ice dagger, and
Yes.
and so we went and talked to her first, and on our way back, that's when we found the knight.
Yeah, we found the knight. He was on the walkway, and
we were like,
Thunder K was like, "Hey, are you Sir Percival or whatever?"
yeah. And I said, we were told that there was a special quest that you have, and he said, "Oh yes, you mean the puzzle box?" And we were like,
Yeah.
Sure.
That's it.
That's
Sounds great.
That sounds like the one. And he's like, not everybody can do this quest. It costs 8 gold.
Right.
And so Sushi whips out hers, and she took that advice about telling people what it is a little too seriously. She's like, this is 8 gold. And he's like, no, that's not how that works. And he said, that's worth 3 gold. I said, well, how much is this? And he goes, oh, that's worth 6. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, that was captured on the audio too from last week.
Oh shit!
It's like, damn. All right, so because I was thinking, I wasn't thinking we were going to solve this quest. To be honest, if other people had tried and failed, I didn't really think that we would be that lucky.
Yeah, for sure.
And let's not mince words here, okay? He gave me the puzzle box to solve. And I got to tell you, I solved it in 25 seconds.
You did.
But that was all luck.
I don't know if it was luck because I was standing over you and I was like, give it to me. Because I was like, pull the sides up. And you go, I am. And so you were like pulling the sides up. And then all of a sudden it worked. And so I was like, I think it's because we were all anxious and we were all...
I was about to throw the damn box on the ground. So I was about to...
Well, that was the first thing that you tried.
No, I wasn't really.
And then someone bought the box off of him. Why didn't we get the box?
Why didn't we get a chance?
I think that's just something that his character is supposed to say.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I don't think he actually sold it to a park attendant.
Oh, I got you.
Someone attending the park. Yeah.
So anyway, he opens up a scroll, and I wish I would have thought ahead to send you the picture.
I've got it.
Can you pull it up on your laptop?
I can. I'll email it to myself. But
so
keep
anyway,
going.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
and it was encoded.
So
the message on the scroll, that is.
Let me just say this: the knight's outfit was actually pretty nice. It didn't look fake or weird, or that it was really metal.
Yeah,
and
all the costumes of the main characters
really good.
Of the the actors were good.
Really high quality, and I got to say, the Evermore Park, there was quite a few people there, especially on Friday. And I just wasn't expecting that. I didn't really know what to expect. I got to say this. Evermore needs to redo their website. Because if I went to their website, I would think, man, this is cheesy. But it is not cheesy. It is fantastic, the stuff that they do there. The flame juggler, or what was it?
Oh, yeah, the fire spinners, yeah.
The fire spinner.
That guy was badass.
That guy was awesome.
Yeah.
And there were shows that we didn't even get to see because there wasn't enough time.
Yeah, there were a couple of things like the archery and booths and the axe throwing booths that we didn't get to do. But
Yeah, I wish we would have had time to do that, but we just wanted to do quests and see what all it had to offer. And
well, we found out they were part
oh.
of quests, but that was a quest that we didn't take.
Right.
Yeah.
Those were quests to become a knight, and we wanted to be part of the Ventures Guild.
Adventurers Guild, yeah.
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 And the Makers Guild.
Now,
and the Makers Guild.
Yeah, which we had to go around to everyone, all the vendors that were part of the Makers Guild, to get their signatures on the second day.
And that's something I also wanted to talk about was the Makers Guilds. Those,
which are essentially they're the vendors. Some are in characters, others are just themselves.
I gotta say this: the makers, they're all there. They make their own stuff. This is nothing coming from like cheesy Chinese crap. This is all like
or just stuff that they bought wholesale and they're just wanting to make a quick buck off of. Yeah.
Yeah. The leather maker. Actually,
the tanner
sources bison leather from Utah.
Huh? Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was talking to, I can't remember. You were already back at the hotel, but afterwards we watched the Pumpkin King get defeated.
Yes.
And the people next to me were actually bison farmers in Utah.
That's cool. Hey, look at this.
Oh, you want me to go to sushi screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All I see is the browser.
Motherfucker.
How is that? I've got it up.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so for those that are looking on the YouTubes, this is the encoded message inside of the puzzle box that Thunder K solved within 25 seconds. Now, with Thunder K, I said this last week, with Thunder K's many workplace certifications, he is versed in the different kinds of ciphers out there, and he actually solved this on his own, not actually using the wheel that was given to us.
I could have if the wheel worked.
Kim and I helped.
Kim and she did. They did help.
Yeah, because when he told me it was a cipher and the wheel was broken, I was like, "There's got to be a cipher online somewhere." So I went and looked, and Kim had said, "What did Kim say?"
She started figuring out that certain letters were. What am I trying to say? Like, she'd see a 3-letter word and she would know that that's what that word was. But
yeah.
Okay.
And then so once I got that, I didn't know how to do the cipher or what kind of cipher it was, and I showed Thunder K where I got the cipher. He got it on his phone.
If I had some paper and some time, I could have done it without it. Because
Yeah.
it's just a simple. There's 2 names it goes by. Alex calls it the Caesar cipher, but it's also called the alphabet substitution cipher. But
I'm trying to find where we figured it out. The gate we were on. Let's see if I have a picture of it, because it's a very significant. There's a reason why I'm even.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I pointed it out afterwards.
Yeah, looking for this gate.
So yeah, it took us a while to get this kind of ciphered out. And
okay, good.
So I have the translation here. When we finally ciphered it out, the clue was, near the lantern maker's house, under the hill, their light shines through the colored windows. Still face your fear towards Polaris's light. Beneath the wheelbarrow, a treasure to your light.
So,
and that's where we found the last. And that's where we found the last item that was part of the quest.
So we went to the witches because that's where the cipher was, and then so this is part of the witches. Hold on.
Oh, you're looking for the right picture.
Yeah.
Don't pull up anything incriminating.
I don't know if I have a picture. Yeah, it started over. Hold on. This is the closest that we'll get, and it's facing the opposite direction of where we were standing. So hold
Matt,
on.
all tired. I don't have any of these
pictures.
pictures.
Here's the cipher.
Oh.
That's because they're on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
This is the broken
something that
cipher.
you don't participate in.
Yeah, see the crack in the cipher there? Those who are seeing YouTube.
Yeah, and I thought that was intentional as part of its design.
Yeah.
Was that it wasn't supposed to move anyway.
Yeah, it was supposed.
Even though it looks like it should.
The witch said it was supposed to move, but I think that, I don't know, maybe they broke it on purpose or something. But that crack kept the wheel from spinning, so you couldn't shift the cipher over.
Well, even still, we couldn't remove letters that we needed to remove.
Well, you still could have. You just, since X was at the very end, it really wouldn't have mattered.
That's true. Okay, so we were standing.
Are you still looking for a picture?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, the guy from the Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Here's where the witches were, okay? But we're facing the opposite direction of where we were standing when we solved the puzzle.
Yeah.
And we were kind of outside of the witches area.
So we don't have a picture of the map.
Yeah, that's too bad. I don't have a picture. But anyway, go back to Thunder K. So we solved it outside the witches' cave, right?
The witch's coven, yes.
Yeah, and so we're looking for this wheelbarrow.
Actually, we're looking for...
And lantern and Polaris's light.
We were looking for the lantern maker's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we,
Just didn't actually
we
exist.
thought, well, I thought, this was me, I thought since this was the lore, we thought that the lantern maker might have been the Pumpkin King because of all the jack-o'-lanterns.
That's right, because I was like, oh,
that was the theory
lantern.
we had, that's right.
So we ran back up front, and we started looking around, and we found a wheelbarrow.
We found a wheelbarrow, and there was a treasure box in the back, and our hearts were kind of racing a little bit, and we opened it up, and it was full of, mic equipment and stuff we probably weren't allowed to be in.
That was something that was by one of the concession booths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like,
it was a wireless.
Oops, we didn't do it. Walk away.
Yeah, it was a wireless microphone. It was hilarious.
And so we walked around for a while, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go ask the gift shop guy, because there's a guy in there, and I'm going to ask him if he knows where the lantern makers are, because it's not on our map. And I was like, okay. So I walked in, and I said, hey, where are the lantern makers? And he's like, the lantern makers? I was like, yeah. We've got a puzzle. We're looking for the lantern makers because I need to find Polaris's light. He's like, oh, the lantern makers. So he was like, yeah, they're over there by the burrows. And I was like, the burrows? He goes, do you know where they are? And I was like, no. And he's all in
character, yeah.
He's like, oh, yes, let me get you a map. And he walks over, And he grabs a map. He goes, "Do you see over here by the witches?" And I went, "Oh my God." Because
Yeah.
we were over by the witches when we solved
and
the puzzle.
And the blacksmith is right across from the witches,
Yeah. So
see,
who
yeah,
is
that-
also a character, not just a vendor.
So we go back over there, and I saw the wheelbarrow right away, but I was thinking, is that a wheelbarrow? Because the things that you would think look like a wheelbarrow in this town does not look like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, it just looked like I don't even see a
It looked like a cart.
Yeah,
A cart, yeah.
Yeah.
So I went up to it, and we kind of poked around it, picked up some
Prop pumpkins, yes.
prop pumpkins, and we didn't look real close because I wasn't really sure we were in the right area.
And I really was worried about us crossing park boundaries too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, so we go up to the blacksmith, whose name is Mud, and
My name is Mud.
But we didn't know his name at the time.
no, we didn't know his name, and so we started talking to him about where's the lantern maker's house. And
He was like, "Where's Lenny, the lantern maker?"
and
Because
he's
that
like-
was his name.
He's like, who? I don't know anybody.
So you can
Yeah.
tell this guy hadn't worked at this park very long.
Yeah, I captured that
Or if
conversation
he
last
did,
week too.
You see, this is my theory. I think in any other world, like Aurora or the summer event, which I can't remember the name of, I think that there is a lantern maker's house.
Yeah.
I think they took the lantern maker's house away for lore.
Well,
in
that's
fact,
what
I think
he said. He said that where the haunted house was.
yeah, the burrow.
Yeah, that's where they normally are, but
Right.
it was taken away because of lore.
So that made the riddle a little harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, what clued us in that we were in the right place is that we told him the riddle, and he says, "All I got to tell you is that if they hid it somewhere on that wheelbarrow, you need to make sure you look it all the way over."
Yeah, he goes, "I would keep doing what you're doing."
And I was like, "Can we move it?" And he's like, "No." I
No,
said,
he's
okay.
like, "You can't move the wheelbarrow." We had touched the top pumpkins, but we hadn't moved the pumpkins.
Right.
So that once we got it pretty much confirmed that okay, the wheelbarrow is the key to this, we ran over there and almost threw all the pumpkins out of this wheelbarrow. Because we were like, fuck it,
And people were walking by going, "What are y'all looking for?
doing?
What are y'all
Yeah,
looking for?"
a couple people asked us that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was hilarious.
And at one point I heard somebody say, and this was before we went on the haunted adventure, so I thought they already. My heart started racing because I thought they were on the same quest we were, because they came out going, "Oh, we need to go find the knight." That was after they talked to us and said, "What are y'all doing? What are y'all looking for?"
And we hadn't done the haunted house quest yet.
Right. We did that
so
afterwards.
my thought was, "Oh shit, they know about this quest," and so I thought maybe they already have, because we were told that we were on we were racing the clock against other people doing this quest.
Yeah.
And so my thought was, we looked this barrel over. At first, I thought pretty good. Apparently not.
I even reached my hand underneath and felt around underneath and didn't find anything.
Well, that's something you're good at anyway.
Oh shit!
Apparently
You're trying
not.
to, wow, you just cut yourself down. I reached it down underneath and I didn't find anything.
Oh, you're right.
God dang.
I did do that. I didn't mean to.
So I got on my hands and knees and crawled. Moving on, I crawled around the wheelbarrow, and I just happened to look up, and my heart just leapt because I looked and saw that note and wrapped up in a scroll. And I grabbed it real quick and I popped it out and was like, yes! And we were all just jumping up and down, excited about what we saw.
And then we gave it back to the blacksmith.
Well, I unrolled it, and when I saw it, I was like, yes, this is what we were looking for, because there on one side was the translated note, and it was exactly how we translated it. And when I flipped it over, the note said, "Take this to Mud."
Yeah.
And so I walked over there, and I was like, God, there's a fucking line.
There were only a couple people in line in
Yeah,
front of
there
us.
was quite a few people in line, but I think they were browsers.
Yeah, that's what they were.
And so I just went, "Mud!" really loud. "Mud! Look what we found." I walked up there to him, and all of his wares were kind of on this box. And
Yeah,
so
they were
he
on
goes,
like a workshop table.
Yeah, he was like, and he asked me, "How did you solve the puzzle box?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, fuck, I don't remember how I solved that thing." So I kind of said, I lifted this part up, I shoved this part, and this part came out, and then I had the scroll.
Yeah, I recorded that too. The entire conversation between you two.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't that impressive. And then he pulls.
I had commentary too.
He pulls the top off and he sets it aside, and he takes something out in a black.
Like it was
velvet,
like a velvet bag.
Yeah, a velvet black bag.
Yeah, and he says, he pulls it out and he hands me something and he says, "Take this to the knight." And what he handed me
Sir Percival.
was this crown.
And the funny thing is Thundercade didn't take it out of the bag. He was just going to hand the bag to the knight. And Mud was like, "Aren't you going to open it?" And so he did. And we were like, "Oh, wow."
Yeah, and that crown is real metal. It's not plastic. Now
It's
the jewels are fake, mind you, but
They're probably some sort of crystal. Because they're open on the front and the back. And in order for a if it were just like a glued on plastic piece, it wouldn't be open to the world.
right.
And they said that this crown is very valuable.
He did.
And he said he wouldn't trade it in for anything.
He said there might be a couple of things that you could trade it up for,
But it's
very
You know,
few.
I
Very
kind of
few
wonder
items,
if we could
yeah.
have traded it up for some coins.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to.
No, me either.
Yeah.
This has far more value to me anyway. I mean, you can see it. I mean, these jewels on here are glass or a crystal of some type.
I would think they're more crystal than anything.
Well, I'm looking at the back of this, and like the green crystals on here are actually white on the back.
Oh, are they? Yeah. Like I
So-
said, I imagine it was.
They're white on the
So
back?
I think they're all clear.
Oh, maybe they're... Are you sure they're not, like, painted so that it has, like,
No,
a
'cause you can
reflective
see-
surface?
You can see like the back right here where this green one is. It's kind of like a metallic looking.
Oh, I gotcha.
So I think what it is on the other side of that metallic is the color.
Yeah.
And the crystal itself is just green. But anyway, it's heavy, and it's got some heft to it. And the metal is not bending or any of that kind of stuff. Whoever the
No.
prop master is who made this, they put a lot of time and effort into this crown.
They did.
And there is no way in hell anybody wears this just like it is, because it hurts.
And I agree, but so just so you know, some preface to these next coming parts. The witches were not very helpful.
No,
and
they
were
weren't.
snotty. They were snotty to us when we went over there.
I think they were snotty to everybody, though.
Yeah,
I think that's just their character.
That was their character.
Yeah, which
And
I kind of expected.
Yeah, so I was like, that's some crap. So anyway, you get the black bag with the crown. You open it up, and then...
And then he told us to take it back to the...
Yeah, to Sir Percival, the knight who
Percival, the
originally
knight.
gave the quest.
So we walked it over there, and by this time, all the knights and the Silver King had kind of gathered around this certain area, and so I walked up to Percival and I handed him the crown, and he looked kind of shocked
Yeah.
that we were able to figure it out.
We hadn't even been in the park 2 hours.
It wasn't even an hour.
No, I think it was right around 2 hours because the sun had already gone down.
No.
But we'd only been working on the quest for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the total amount of time we were at the park at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is like from the beginning of the quest till we turn
it into him.
It was like an
Right.
hour, and that's not to brag or anything, but yeah, it's kind of.
It is to brag. It is.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
I actually played back the entire story that he told about the crown and where it was from after you presented it to him. It's on our show last week.
Kick ass.
Yeah.
Kick ass.
Yeah,
I'm glad you got it because I was just so excited that we figured this quest out.
Especially of one that was as hard as it was and complex.
Yeah.
When they said that they had multiple people try it out and they failed, I mean, that kind of made us... Well, it made me feel like this was going to be extremely hard.
I did too.
But
let's
luckily,
face it, though,
you had ciphering experience.
If I hadn't recognized the cipher, then maybe it would have been a lot harder. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about life experiences, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
So he was the Velma of our Scooby-Doo group.
yes, I was Velma.
Well, he also wears glasses like Velma.
Yeah, and
But doesn't-
Robotuner was Shaggy.
Zoinks!
I was Scooby-Doo.
Like, well,
Scooby-Doo.
And then Mom was Fred.
No, you could have been Daphne.
No, I was not Daphne.
I think we decided not to do our little game.
We were all Velma.
I think we decided not to do Scooby-Doo as our...
Yeah.
If I was there, I would have been Scooby.
You'd have been Shaggy.
Motherfucker.
We had two Shaggies. No, you would have been
Shaggy.
Scrappy-Doo. Scrappy-Doo.
Oh, Scrappy.
So wait, you're saying I'm more annoying than you?
Yes, yes.
Impossible. Improbable.
Wait, if he's Scrappy, doesn't that... Oh, wait, yeah, because
That's
it's Uncle
Scooby's
Scooby.
nephew. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd be
You're
Scooby, I'd be
welcome.
Scrappy. Yeah. I'm glad we puzzled that out. Go team!
No, fuck you guys.
Why are you even here?
I don't know, Robot Tuner. Why am I even here?
I always wondered why Shaggy or Scrappy was there.
I did too. Scrappy was an evil little bitch dog.
Yeah, he was actually the villain in one of the
He was
live
always
actions.
getting him into trouble.
Yeah,
you know?
he
You're
was.
Like,
I don't even
"Get
remember.
the fuck out of here, you stupid little
That's
puppy."
part of my. The Scooby-Doo cartoons were part of my childhood that I really just didn't care to remember.
That's why y'all
I wasn't
didn't
that
invite
into
me.
them that much.
It's because y'all think I'm the Scrappy Doo.
No, you know, every now and again we want to
Now and again?
hang out with grown-ups, but since we couldn't find any, we just hung out with each other.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Okay.
Hey, that counts for y'all too. None of us are grown-ups except maybe Kim.
That's true.
She's the one that always says, "Kenneth, we're in a restaurant."
We're on an airplane.
We're on an airplane. Did she actually say that, or was that you?
No, I don't remember.
No, she said we're at a restaurant. I do remember that.
No, but she said didn't she say we were on an airplane?
I think
I
you
need
made
you
her
to
say it.
confirm.
If she did, I didn't
I need
hear.
you to confirm.
we need confirmation, please.
Keep going with the story.
listening in the
Maybe
chat
she'll
room.
confirm what she said when she said it.
Yeah. Well, let's aside from the. So I mean, yeah, that was the big quest that we solved in the first day, and like I mentioned, the second day is when we did the Makers Guild quest that the Adventurers Guild sent us on.
Didn't we do the haunted?
We did all
quest
three
too?
haunted quests that night.
Yeah, we did do the haunted
Yeah,
quest.
you
Yeah.
skipped all over that.
Well,
he just hasn't gotten into it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I recorded our complete first pass through while we were there, and it was part of last week's show.
Oh, that was funny, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Our first pass through was the funniest.
I got in so much trouble.
Why?
Well, okay, I was doing okay. Not really. I was like, let's go to the. You and Kim Jo were.
Kim was protecting me. Thank goodness.
Yeah, she didn't want to go. Neither one of y'all wanted to go on it. She's like, "Where are we going?" And me and Matt were like, "Let's go!
Robotuna.
Come on!"
And I was okay. So we're standing in line.
I was excited about it.
And
this was fun.
I look over, and there's this guy with big sharp teeth standing next to me.
It was a werewolf. Yeah.
She did say that we are in an airplane. I told you. Anyway, so I'm standing there, and I'm looking around. I'm not even paying attention. And I look over, and there's a guy with teeth, a werewolf. And I'm going, oh, please don't see me. Please don't see me. Because it's like, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Because he saw y'all.
That was captured on my audio recorder.
He saw
I
y'all.
tell you, you guys need to listen back to last week's Occurrence.
And I was like, don't see me, don't see me. And I like ran behind Kim, like towards the bushes, and I was like, something's over here. I know it. Something's over here.
So, yeah, but before we even got in line, there was a dude that was walking around in complete black, except he had two flashlights
Yes.
for eyes.
I called him the Reverse Slenderman.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were just walking up there, and he scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, holy hell, because he scared the shit out of me. So we get back in line, and that motherfucker got us again.
He did. He got Thunder K again because he was hiding behind a bridge, and we walked under it. And when we walked under it, he was like, bah! He didn't say anything, but he just jumped out. And then we walked up, and there was this owl on stilts that looked creepy as hell. I don't know if it was an owl or what the hell it was.
Yeah, I think it was an owl.
Yeah.
Because he kept doing his head like.
Yeah, that
That's
guy
right.
was creepy.
That person on stilts, I forgot about them.
And then somebody chased after us.
Well, the owl guy is where I got in trouble.
It was a person in a black cloak.
Okay.
The person in the black cloak is the one that chased us. Yes.
The owl guy freaked me out a little more than I thought I was going to get freaked out by, and I kind of basically ran behind Kim kind of several times because he kept chasing me around her.
Kim's like, oh, so you're the bitch in the family because I'm going to have to protect you if something were to go wrong.
Only against owl guys on stilts. I bravely went first on every other occasion.
I know. They left me in the back, and I was like, I don't know why I'm in the back. I'm so scared.
Oh, because you wanted us to be in front. Thunder K and I.
I got the bulk of the jump scares, okay?
I wanted to be in the middle so that I didn't experience anything. And then, so once we got through part of it, we were in the cemetery part, and this cloaked person, because you can't really see their face, came after us. And Kim stood out, and she's like, no, you get away from her. And I I was like, thank you, Kim.
You know what's funny? I see on TikTok all the time where the dudes are like, don't mess with white women. And it shows this one woman, there's this ostrich just running up to her, and she just sticks her hand out.
Yeah.
And then ostrich just stops in his track, and everybody's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I think Kim would be that person.
Yeah, she would. Yeah, she would.
I didn't see this person in a club.
Letterkenny comes to mind.
Was this
Yes,
the
you
first time around?
It was after we went, when we talked to the guy with the candles on his hat?
Yeah.
Right after we walked away from him.
That was Mr.
That's when they
Tosh.
came.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them didn't come after me. They came after y'all.
Yeah,
and so I kind of missed it. Except for that vampire bitch in the...
She kept going after Thunder. I mean, not Thunder. Robotuner.
Yeah, she
She
said,
was all up
"Can
in
I
his
inspect your neck?" And I just told her, "Well, I taste kind of bitter. Take my word for it."
Yeah, she would.
That
she
was
like,
captured
walking
also.
beside him
Shelley's
the whole
about
time.
Sushi's about
I
to
was
throw
like,
down with
"Listen,
some vampire bitch.
Listen, you vampire bitch, get away from my man."
Yeah,
That's
you
my
should
man.
you should have told her that he only likes harpies.
God dang, you should have told her that.
So we get into the very end. The first quest.
The first
quest we were supposed
run
to
around?
choose between two chests.
Two chests, yes.
And
we failed.
We picked the incorrect one.
Let's go through it. So we walk in. We have to go through the. We get the quest from the dude with the candles for hats.
Yeah,
I can't
Mr.
remember his
Tosh.
name. Yeah,
Mr. Tosh.
Say Mr. Tosh one more time.
So we walk into the burrow, and one of the coolest effects that I've ever seen in a haunted house was they had this fog that was going through the room, and they had green laser lights that were about hip high.
Yeah.
And it really felt like you were walking through a swamp.
It
yes.
did, or like in a sewer.
Yeah, and I kind of felt my legs feel like it was, like you're walking through water because my mind
Yeah.
kept telling me that was swamp water. And then we walked up to the lady, and she goes, choose. And I was like, okay, let's take a vote.
Make your choice.
I said, I choose the one on the left. Which ones do y'all choose? And I think Matt said left, and the girl said right. So he was like, okay, let's go right. So we opened it up.
We were wrong.
We were cursed. We got cursed.
And what did we do to relieve ourselves of that curse?
Well, let's
We
hold
peed
on.
on it.
Hold on. Let's get to the right. So we have to take this information to the knights, and so we go up to the knights and we tell them, hey, we found the chest, but we opened the wrong one and we're cursed.
No, we didn't tell them that.
Oh, well, we kind of did. I had to clarify at the end because I think that
They thought we guessed right, and they said, and then you asked them, if we had guessed wrong, what would we have had to do? And then they told us, so we went and did it.
Yeah, so they said if we got cursed, we had to go stare in the eyes of a...
No, we need to go to the other tent, and they would tell us what we needed to do. They would take
yeah,
the
No, she told us.
the Adventures
She
Guild
told us that we had to stare in the eyes of a bird for 30 seconds.
Oh, 30 seconds. That's
Yes.
right.
So we went into that tent, and we asked which bird, and they said this one.
It was
and
a dodo bird, yes.
But we had to count out loud. We counted to 30, and then she I guess it was supposed to be 45 seconds.
Yeah,
'cause
she said
kept
15
counting.
more. Yeah.
They were fucking with us.
Oh, I
they
knew
were.
they were, but it was still funny.
Okay, it was. But, I mean, I doubt that we had to count 45 seconds. I think it was they were just trying to drag it out for us.
It was funny.
It was
all funny.
hilarious.
It was.
So, yeah, we were good sports about it. So,
Yeah.
so then we were like, oh, God, do we have to go through this again?
Well,
So-
we did actually because they did change just very slight things about the second
Well,
time
I think
through.
the second time everybody went on break.
I do, too.
Stop.
You're a bad kid. Put it down.
Put it down.
On
Play
your
with
own.
it later.
Play with your own.
Play with it later. Stop.
Come on, we're in the middle. Come on.
Why are you
dude.
trying to do Fritz von Erich Iron Claw on your dad?
Yeah.
Anyway, go
Bitch.
ahead.
Not that he would understand that
So
reference.
we go through the whole thing again, except we went through a slightly different path, and we had to find an old man sleeping and listen to his heartbeat. And I gotta tell you,
I didn't hear nothing.
I heard the heartbeat, but
It was coming through PA speakers.
it was
in
coming
the
through
room.
PA
Yeah.
speakers, but the dude looked real, and I thought he was going to jump scare us, and I was the only one
Dude.
brave enough to put his ear close enough,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it.
And he didn't do anything. He just laid there because he wasn't real.
Now,
don't
I
know.
was hoping that someone was actually remotely controlling some kind of mechanic that would cause him to sit up in bed,
That would have been cool. But
Yeah.
that's not what happened.
I know. Nothing happened, actually.
I gotta say, the witches were kind of lame.
What witches?
When we had to go turn that quest into the witches, what we heard, so they'd stamp
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They just, there was one that was sitting down. There was one that was kind of in character, and then there was the other one who just wasn't in character, who was just there to kind of
To stamp the cards.
Stamp the cards and whatever.
Yeah, it was a little lame. Especially, I think they were just tired of standing on
I
their
think
feet.
every other group was fantastic. The Black Hearts, the Knights.
Now, I will tell you this. I told Thunder K, I was like, walk into the witches' tent with that crown on your head and see what they say. Or the witches' circle. And he was like, okay, all right. So he put the crown on his head. He walked in. And I don't even know what you said to him. I think you were saying something, like you were trying to trade one of your things up. And she looked at your head and she was like, where'd you get that crown? She knew.
Yeah, and I said, we solved the quest, and I used that cipher right over there. And she kept telling us that cipher wouldn't
it wasn't working. Yeah,
it wasn't. She goes, "Oh, I didn't know it was for anything." And
yeah,
then
she said it
walked
wasn't
off.
for that quest.
Yeah, and then she walked off. So that's why I was like, "Whatever, lady."
And I told her that I thought her chin was lovely because
Yeah,
she had
you
a
did.
prosthetic chin.
Now the third part of the horror experience was really kind of lame and could have done without it because all we had to do was go to see one witch at the confectionery. Yeah, Sweet Tooth, and then she said she gave us something. She said, "Give this to my sister. I haven't seen her in forever." So we went back to the witch's coven, gave it to her, and we got our third card stamp.
We had to get a leaf or a rock or something.
Yeah, that's what it was, or just anything off the ground.
So Kim got hers when we were on the train.
So did I. I got a little
did
twig
you?
off of a bush. Yeah.
I think I just picked up a little rock from off the ground.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the third and final part of the quest, you would think it would have been a little more
exciting. Like
yeah,
we had to
I
do
wish
more to
the
get
third
there.
part of the quest was as exciting as the first part of the quest.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
The first one was really great. And then when you go to turn the quest in, there wasn't any kind of grand finale type thing to it. She was like, "Here's your wooden coin."
No, yeah, we got our commemorative wooden coins for the lore season.
Yeah, we did. Which it was
wasn't
fun.
grandiose.
Like it was very fun. Like we had a good time while we were doing it.
Yeah.
We could always look back and go, "I wish this was different." But you know what? For what we paid for that experience, I mean, honestly, if you we could bitch about the price all day long, but if you go to some other place like Six Flags or
you're not gonna get that.
You're not gonna get that experience. Not experience. Not even
close. What did we pay? $60 a person.
Yeah.
The first night, yes.
$60 a person. Now, before you freak out, that's with a meal, a drink, a snack, the haunted adventure,
and the train ride.
The train ride, all in that one package, and you would have to pay way more if you bought it all separately.
Yeah, you would have.
And since we didn't, since we did everything the first night, the second night we went in for what, $15 a person?
I think so.
Or 20. It was way cheaper.
It was like I think it was $45 for 2 people.
And this time we didn't really eat anything up there because we ate at the restaurant.
The Vander's Keep restaurant. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay.
So the Vander's Keep restaurant is the restaurant that's on the park grounds, and you can actually eat there without having to buy a ticket. Now, the presentation and the way the place was set up was badass. The entire experience, though, I was sorely disappointed.
Yeah, I was really disappointed. The music was cool at first, but then it turned all poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we were there total amount of time in the Vander's Keep restaurant for an hour and a half.
We were there for an hour.
Yes,
it was 2
I
hours.
timed it.
I thought it was more than 2
No,
hours.
it was an hour and a half.
Okay.
It was way too long.
Yeah, so first off, it took, and we knew they were understaffed. I mean, not even half the tables in that place were filled up, and I think I only saw a total of 3 servers in the entire place.
And our server
not
was
counting the
running around
people
like a
at the
chicken.
what?
Our server was running around like a chicken with his head cut
Yeah,
off.
he was, and there were only 2 people working the bar too.
Yeah.
So anyway, it took us 30 minutes to get our alcoholic drinks, in which they brought our appetizer a little bit before that, and then it took them almost an hour for them to bring us out our entrees.
Let me just say, where the park was, in my opinion, kind of on the cheap side, that restaurant was expensive.
Yes, it was. That's another reason why I'm saying it wasn't worth it.
One martini glass drink was like
$13.
$13.
The fry bread
Was kind of weird.
I did not like it.
You said it tasted like it was burnt. I just figured it was the way it was made.
I think it was made in a fire pit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I personally, no, I don't think it was completely because it was fried in oil. It was very oily. Not to mention the fact that what it really tasted like to me was they put it in an oven that had burnt oil in it that had been burned and burned and burned, and that's what was flavoring the bread.
Well,
I can make bread in a wood burning oven, and it wouldn't taste like that.
I think Kim had a theory about the steak.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
really the big issue of the night was the steak.
Yeah, her and I talked about that at length on at the table.
So we sat down, and like he said, we were there for an hour and a half. And we're not one of those people who cares if the person next to us got their food first, but I looked over, and they got their food before us, and they had the steak just like we did. And I saw that dude eat it, and I swear that was a medium steak.
Yeah.
What we got
was rare.
A good veterinarian could bring that cow back. It was rare.
Yeah, it was pretty rare.
It was blood rare.
I mean, I don't mind it because I don't like mine like raw, and I like a little bit of
that was close to raw.
Rare is too chewy for me.
Yeah, I don't like rare steak either.
It doesn't come back. It doesn't bounce back. It's just like you're biting into water, you know?
Well, to me, it makes you feel like you're trying to chew on rubber.
But I like a good medium rare steak, okay?
Medium rare I could do okay.
Right. That's a good steak.
Yeah.
Kim does not like that. And I told the guy.
She doesn't even like it.
The guy's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "No, dude. We want medium well. Medium well." Cuz I thought if we push it out too long, it's going to take a long time for the steak to cook.
Yeah.
And I thought medium well would be okay. It would be a little pink, but it wouldn't be chewy and gummy, right?
Right.
The steak that we got was rare. It was 100% rare, and we did not order it that way.
Yeah.
So I think, and I told Kim, I said, I think they got our steak. And she said, she was probably saying the same thing to me at the same time.
Yeah.
And
the mashed potatoes were excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The vegetables I've never quite had vegetables like that before. It's not that they were bad.
Yeah, they're boiled
whole carrots.
Whole carrots and green beans?
No,
I didn't get green beans.
Get green beans.
Oh, I got green beans on mine. That's right.
Okay.
But I got the pork chops, and they were really good.
I bet they were.
I really liked the pork chops.
Yeah, and the alcoholic drinks were just okay in my opinion.
Yeah,
not anything too special.
They didn't have any like really special drinks there. They claimed they had a full bar, but they really didn't.
Yeah. Now Kim and I shared the steak because the steak was $49. It was a porterhouse.
And it was a 24-ounce steak too, wasn't it? It was a big-ass steak.
And so I was like, why don't we just share this steak, Kim? And she's like, yes, let's do that. So we did.
And she, Kim ordered a baked potato because she likes steak and baked potatoes.
Yeah.
She's a country girl. That's what country girls do. They eat steak and baked potatoes.
That's right. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the steak tasted good to me. It probably could have had a little more salt on it, just a little. But other than that, I enjoyed it.
But the restaurant experience wasn't terrible. The waiter was okay. The wait was awful, and they were terribly understaffed. It just, this is the same story across the United States.
It is.
With a lot of restaurants. Although, a lot of places that are sit-down restaurants that we've eaten at recently, we've lucked out. With the exception of when you and I went to Texas Roadhouse a couple months ago. We just happened to go during a really busy peak time.
Honestly,
and had to wait an hour. But otherwise, once we got seated, we were served fine.
Yeah. I just try not to go out to eat very often.
Yeah.
Because it's cheaper for us to eat here, and
healthier.
The food tastes better.
Yeah,
it's also healthier.
That too, yeah. And after we left the restaurant, we finished off our quest for the Adventurers Guild, and I actually recorded the swearing-in ceremony, and I played that as the last bit on the show I uploaded last week.
Cool.
Then after that, I went back to the hotel because I wanted to get some more sleep. But you guys stayed till closing.
We did,
and you saw the finale.
Yeah, and it was okay.
I was kind of disappointed.
Another disappointment.
What I call the lazy witch, not the good, not the one that actually dressed the part and actually stood up and played. The one that sat down all day was the one who got. See, here's the thing. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but the people actually vote in who gets to vanquish the enemy.
Oh wow!
I didn't know that.
It's in the.
I thought it was already scripted.
No, it's in the souvenir shop.
Oh.
There's all those jars there, and you put your bead in there for who you want, or your gold piece or whatever for who you want to defeat the
pumpkin
king. And everybody put. I noticed that everybody had put theirs in the witches, and they said that it's already been decided that we were the ones that were going to get to vanquish the Pumpkin King.
Oh, really? The witches?
Yeah, and they had the ice dagger and all that fun stuff, and that's why when we went to them, they said, you know, we're the ones that get to vanquish him. We have the ice dagger, and then we went back to the king and said they have the ice dagger.
Okay.
And then
I have the Pumpkin King up.
Okay, let me go to. No, you don't. That's the fire pit.
Looks like a fire pit.
There you
There
go.
it is.
I didn't change it.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it just give it time to refresh.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah. God.
I like the
So-
design of the Pumpkin King, especially. I mean,
What you
I-
don't see here, because it's not a movie, is that you see his face and his eyes, and they actually move because there's a projector that's projected on his face. And you could walk up to him and ask him questions.
And he'll respond,
And he'll
yeah.
respond with
Na-
your name and everything. It's not automated. There's actually an actor.
Yeah,
And I-
this fool over here goes, "Hey, Shelly, I dare you to walk up to the Pumpkin King and tell him that the witches have planned to kill him with an ice dagger."
And you did.
I did. I was like, okay.
I just wanted to see what he'd say.
So I walked up, and it was like very confusing. I was very lost, and this vampire dude jumps up beside me.
Who looks like Draco Malfoy?
And
You said.
Yeah, he looks like Draco Malfoy, and he was totally in character, and he took over for me, and I just stood there watching it all go down. And the Pumpkin King was like, "I can handle it," and blah, 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 blah. And it was very...
Was he part of the park, or was he a guest?
I think he was a guest.
That's weird.
That is weird.
So, long story short, I felt really stupid for doing it because it wasn't part of any quest, and I wasn't really supposed to tell the Pumpkin King.
Why?
Because there's no quest that says go tell the Pumpkin King he's going to be killed with the ice
There's no
dagger.
quest that says you can't. That's the whole
I know.
point.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I doing?
I
don't
think
even know
the
what I'm
actor
doing.
may have been caught off
I
guard with the whole
confused
thing.
them. They confused me, and I was like, I don't know why I'm here.
And then you had Draco Malfoy trying to upstage you.
Right.
I just wanted to see what he'd say. That's all I wanted to do, just, you know.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say anything significant. He's like, I will defeat them.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know what? He did. So, you know.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, at the end he didn't.
Yeah, well, no, he did. Because the witch comes up with her paper mache dagger.
But
Paper
Grimm
mache
jumped
dagger?
in.
It was twice the size as her, right? And then some other dude, I can't remember his name. Grimm, who wasn't a witch,
I know.
went back there and defeated him.
Right.
So the witches didn't do it. That was my point.
Oh, I see what you're saying. But Grimm had to take over for the Pumpkin King.
Yeah.
And that was the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what I would like to know is where the actor was actually stationed, though. That was voicing the Pumpkin King, because obviously he would have had to be able to not only hear the people asking him questions, but see them as well.
So he couldn't hear. That's the kicker. He couldn't hear what they were saying. There was a guy standing there, Peter Pumpkin or whatever.
Yeah,
his name was.
I saw somebody,
And
one of
he
the
had
actors
a mic
there.
on
Yeah.
him. He had a mic on him.
Okay,
So
I didn't know
when
that.
you walked up, he would announce that somebody was there, and then he would say, "Present your question." He'd stand near you, and you would talk at Peter Pumpkin, and then if he couldn't hear, Peter Pumpkin would repeat what you said, and then the pumpkin would respond, or the Pumpkin King would respond.
Okay.
If he could hear through Peter Pumpkin, then he would automatically respond. But I personally think the guy was sitting. There was hay bales, right in front of the Pumpkin King, and I think the guy was in the pumpkin patch underneath the hay bales, sitting there because there was a screen as under there as well.
Okay. I didn't notice all that.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, so that was the finale. You guys stayed
it
till.
wasn't really the finale.
Well, it was the finale
It was
for
the finale.
the amount of time that we were there.
It was the finale of the Pumpkin King.
Yeah,
The
it-
next night there was another. Now this is what's kind of cool about Evermore. If we would have had an extra night and see it. Okay, so there is every different season, like Lore, Aurora, and whatever I gotta remember what the summer name is. There's
Yeah, I
a
don't
portal
remember
that
either.
opens, and that portal opens you up to the new world. The portal for Lore closed the next day, Sunday. That's what the
Right.
special event was on Lore on the next day, was them closing the portal. But they finished the Pumpkin King's story the night before so that they could close the portal.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And I've also I also read that several of the characters from different seasons make appearances in the ones that they're not prominent in.
And they also
That was the same with Percival too. He mentioned that.
So most of the characters are from Grimm fairy tales.
Yeah.
But they travel through other universes according to Percival, or whatever his name was.
Oh, speaking of fairy tale characters, did you get?
What'd you call it?
I think my favorite character, like quote unquote character that was in costume, was a person dressed up as the man from Sleepy Hollow on the horse.
Okay, hold on. Let me get that picture up.
That was really cool. I really enjoyed watching that. I
Yeah.
nearly got run over by him. It was awesome.
I almost called him Christopher Walken. That's who played him in the movie with Johnny Depp.
There he is.
Okay, go to that.
Zoom in on him. There you go. Yeah, so you can see he's got the pumpkin in his lap and he's riding the horse around.
Yeah.
And I kept smelling the horse.
I did too.
The first night I was like, "There's livestock here."
And it was before we even saw him too.
Robert Turner's like, "I don't see any livestock."
And
I was
this
like,
lady
"I
was.
don't
see any
smell it."
horse.
This lady was leading the horseman around.
Okay. Stop horsing around.
Yeah, but I think we crossed the horse path, and he had to turn around, and it was a very awkward situation. I was like, "Is the horse gonna be okay?"
I kept waiting for the horse to just crap in the street. I was
Yeah.
wondering if somebody was going to come up behind him with a
From the
bag
bag.
and pick it up.
Yeah, it did smell kind of like manure there.
A manure.
But you know what? That's what horses smell like.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. The train ride was
I could have taken her left the train ride, and we had to wait through 2 or 3 rides before we could even get on.
Go back to the picture.
Okay.
The mountains in the background are real. Those are not fake.
Yeah.
This isn't a.
That's what we woke
That's
up
not
to.
a backdrop.
Yeah, that's not a backdrop. That's real.
Yeah.
That's what we woke up to every morning.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where I walk outside in the morning and I'm like, tree rows. That's all you ever see in Texas is tree rows.
Yeah.
It was so pretty. It was like walking out into a painting every morning.
It was.
Yeah, the scenery and
But don't get me
Evermore were
wrong.
definitely the highlights of the trip for me.
Other than Evermore, I did not find a single thing in Utah that looked interesting to me.
I did not either.
We went to Salt Lake City. I found a restaurant where they serve noodles.
That restaurant was actually pretty good.
We didn't go to the noodles restaurant.
We went to a pho restaurant.
That
Oh,
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a pho restaurant that was really good. The houses were up in the mountains, but it wasn't like there was a lot to do. And
If
the
you like to ski, then that was probably something that would have been cool.
Oh
to go
yeah.
to,
But all the
That's a
ski
huge
places
destination
were
for
closed.
skiing.
Well, right.
Yeah, all of the
their
all
big
the
tourist
lifts.
season's probably the
ski
winter.
lifts.
We did drive through Park City, but we didn't go through the city, walk through it.
No.
Honestly, we're not walking people. We don't get out of the house much since the pandemic, for sure.
I'm a walking person.
Boy, did we walk.
But I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that. So
You're a walking person. You're a big fibber. You're a big fibber. When do you walk?
how many steps ahead of the rest of you was I when we were at the airport?
Right, but you don't normally walk either. You walk to the bathroom, sit there for 2 hours, come out, sit at your desk, do
He's
a little
walking
work.
while he's pooping. You
You
don't
walk
know.
back to the bathroom, sitting there for 2 hours, and go back to your desk and work.
That is not true. You'd like to think that's true, but it isn't.
Well, okay. How many times a day do I go, "Hey, Matt," and you're in the bathroom? How many times? Every time.
No, not every time.
Anyway, go ahead.
You're full of shit.
No, you are.
No,
No,
he's not.
I have proof.
He's not full of it because he gets rid of it all
I have
the time.
proof that she is full
When
of
I need
shit.
to.
My lungs are speckled with it.
Anyway,
Even still, a week later, you should see a doctor about that.
hey.
Hey.
What?
What?
Yeah, he
yeah.
got to hear that for the first time. Apparently, if I'm in a really deep sleep and I'm startled and I'm not fully awake, I say, what? And then I just go back to sleep.
Like that.
No, you don't go back to sleep. This is what you know. What? Do you ever wake up tired? Let me tell you why.
Sometimes, if I get too much sleep.
No. Let me tell you why you wake up tired. Because, and I was awake for this. I heard the what, and then your lovely girlfriend decides that this is time to have a conversation with Matt, just to see how far she could push you. I think that she talks to you for hours.
I did not do
You were
that.
like, she was like, "Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong, baby?" And you're like, "I had a dream that I can't remember what the dream was. I was like, I'm gonna remember this. It's fucked up. I had a dream that I was in a plane, and the plane went and crashed into the ocean, and I swam to an island where the ladies were all wearing bikinis. It was that weird.
It was.
And she just kept going, really? Tell me more. And you just kept telling her more. And I was like, fuck, I'm tired, but this is too interesting.
I did do that because I did it because I knew they were up. Okay.
And you did it so he could actually witness it for once.
I bet you don't remember a damn thing about it.
No.
I
don't.
I think she does this to you all the time. And when you wake up going, man, Shelly, I am tired. I didn't get any sleep last night, and I felt like I slept good. No, it's because you had a whole conversation with her. Told all your secrets. She knows everything. What? I got to finish that list about sushi.
Oh, god dang. God dang.
But the final night that we were there, I actually didn't. I only got an hour and a half total sleep, and that was from the time I went back to the hotel to the time that the other two came back. And the reason I stayed awake is because I had anxiety that one or more of us were going to sleep through the multiple alarms that we had set for 3:30 a.m. and we were going to sleep through our flight and miss it. Luckily, that didn't happen, though.
Almost happened.
Well...
No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, so when we got to Salt Lake Airport, Thunder K and I were a couple, maybe about 10, 15 feet behind Kimja and Sushi.
Hold on, let's start over.
Oh, God, what?
You know what? You and Thunder K thought y'all were going to be slick and smooth and beat us in the line. So y'all were all way ahead of us. Hold on, there's more. And so,
apparently you don't know how I work at all.
Kim and I were like, "Oh, okay, y'all want to rush ahead of us? That's fine. They opened a new line and we got ahead of y'all."
Well,
let me tell you what happened. Okay, I'm in a sleep and I'm following this man, and I'm just walking behind him, running, because he doesn't walk. He runs.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about earlier. You guys were totally glossing over it.
Look what you did to him.
Yeah. What the hell are you talking about? I didn't do that to you.
We're
not talking about after we got out of the gate.
No, you're saying that we're not walking people, and then that's what I was talking about. I walk fast, and I have a big stride. That's what I was trying to get at.
He uses all three legs to walk.
Oh shit!
That's what he does. You don't notice.
He's like an easel.
You just gave away my secret, man.
Why does he walk like his knuckles are dragging his ground? Those aren't knuckles.
Oh no, that's not the third leg that I was talking about.
What third leg are you talking about?
What fucking third leg are you talking about?
The one in between.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, well, what the hell does dragging knuckles have to do with that, man?
You don't walk. You walk like this, like your feet look like knuckles dragging the ground, but really your.
Oh, I thought you meant like I was running on all fours, like I'm a werewolf or something.
No.
Okay.
Wow, that's weird. Okay.
This conversation took a left turn. Let's turn it around.
Anyway.
So I thought the reason that we got ahead of you is because you tried to get in the clear line, which you have a subscription to, which is a different one than the one that everybody else goes through.
No, that's not why y'all got ahead. Well, the reason y'all got ahead is because I didn't have my phone out, and I had to stop, get my phone out real quick, flip it to the boarding pass, and get my driver's license out real fast because we were, I don't know why we were rushing so bad. So I stopped, got all that stuff out, and Kim waited for me while you guys ran up front. And then we were like, "Oh, okay, I see how y'all are. Y'all just run along."
I was half asleep following him.
And I didn't know you were that far behind me. I just thought you just got on the clear line, which you would have had to go in by yourself
clear
anyway.
Line was closed.
I know, but we didn't know that until we got through.
I did, but I didn't know.
Up.
I was just walking. I was in.
Anyway.
So we get up to the TSA checkpoint. Myself, you, and Kimja got through just fine. However, side story, whenever I first booked these tickets, I had accidentally put Thunder K's last name as Thomas, as my last name.
He considers me a brother.
Love you, man. So, as soon as that same day, whenever I looked at the confirmation, I realized it. And I called the airline's customer service. I said, "Hey, I made a mistake. One of my passengers on here, I put in the last name as Thomas. Can you please change it?" Put me on hold for about 10 minutes or so, and they said, okay, it's changed. You'll receive the confirmation shortly. So on both of his boarding passes, his last name was correct. We didn't. However, in the actual reservation system for the airline that we went on, it showed Thomas as his last name incorrectly, and the TSA agent said, "Well, this is weird." He said, your boarding pass matches your last name on your driver's license."
First of all, I walk up to the guy and he says, "Is there any reason why your last name doesn't match your ID?" No, I didn't book the ticket, so I mean my ticket says Kid and Thief.
Yeah, your boarding pass. Yeah.
And the TSA database, which is what has to match your ticket.
Yeah, the airline database.
It didn't match.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't change it there, even though they changed it on the boarding passes.
And see, this is where I went in and I said, so what lesson do we learn from this, Matt Thomas?
Get the name right the first time?
No, the lesson we learned is not everybody loves their job like you do. And you love the company you work for, which I love about you. But because not everybody loves or loves their job the way that you love your job, they're not always going to be 100% in what they do. So you have to check them. Did you change both boarding passes? Did you change both TSA things?
Or both?
You have to ask.
Yeah,
you have to ask those questions to make sure when you make a mistake like that, because they don't care as much as you do.
Yeah. So with that being said, Thunder K over here actually had to go back through the customer service line and have them remedy this mishap, and then I'll let you finish.
So I just sent you an email. Could you get that pulled up on the web? So first of all, I walk out of the security gate. At first, I asked him. I said, "Do I have to go through the security line again?" He said, "Unfortunately, you do." And I was like, "Fuck," because it took a while to get through that line the first time.
And mind you, this is at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, around 5 a.m.
So I walk out and I realize I don't remember where the ticket booth is. So I start walking in a couple of different directions, and then I finally find the sign that says this is where the ticket booth is, because that airport was a little confusing to me. So I go up the escalator, and do you have that picture pulled up yet?
Yeah.
So I go up the escalator, and I look over at the line, and my heart just sank. Because when we first got there was nobody in line. We walked right up. I checked my luggage, and if we would have known there was a problem then, we could have fixed it right then and there.
Yeah.
And they didn't even do anything when he checked his luggage.
Well, because in their system, it was right. And so I get in the line where all the problem tickets are, and I'm hoping she'll get that picture pulled up soon. What was waiting for me there was...
Okay, here it is.
A little anxiety-inducing.
So, an entire...
Probably platoon or squad of...
Well, this was a squad, and this was the Air Force sharpshooters. They were all in front of me, and they all had large guns to check in, that plastic case right there.
Yeah, they're issued firearms, yeah.
And every single one of them had to go through a procedure to check that firearm in. They had to open it up. They had to prove that it was unloaded and cocked, or not cocked, but
like the safety was on, or
well, no, that they had to the pin.
Yeah,
was
that
back.
there wasn't one in the that the
there wasn't
fire
one in
was
the
back,
chambers,
yeah.
and then they had to lock it all back in and then check it in, and each one took, I don't know, it felt like 15 minutes a person, but I know it couldn't have been that bad. And then as I'm getting towards the front of this line, Shelly, it's funny because Shelly texted me. She goes, "Can't you get in the front of the line because they screwed up your ticket?" And I was like, "I'm in the line where everybody's ticket is screwed up.
Yeah.
There's no getting in the front of it." So I get up to the front of the line. I'm at the front of the line. I'm the next person, and guess what happens? This group of people walk into the priority line right next to me. So they take priority over me, even though I waited all that time. So they go through before I do, and I was already kind of upset, and because of how long it took them to check all this. And I don't blame the military. You know, I know that they have to go through a procedure. I just wanted to get past the security. That's all that was on my mind, and I was extremely frustrated about it. You know, I even thanked the gentlemen for their service.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally get to the front of the line, and the lady looks at me and she goes, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Well, I can't get through security because it says my name doesn't match." And she looks at it and she goes, "Well, it matches here." And she actually had to dig in to the TSA database and change it there. She said, "It looks like your original ticket was correct, but your return ticket wasn't taken care of."
Yeah.
And so that's what happened.
Yeah.
So they finally fix it, and I go back through the line, and I have to wait through that line again. But luckily they had opened up all the lines, so I got there a little faster.
Yeah.
And so I got my luggage through, and I'm a really anxious person. So when things are different and they're not how I remember them being, I get a little lost. And when they had this new conveyor system there where everything was kind of automatic, and I put my stuff in there. When I walked through the machine and got to the other side, I couldn't remember which side my luggage was on.
So you're disoriented.
So I was a little disoriented, and I was kind of panicking because I was looking at the time. I didn't see y'all. I thought y'all were already at the gate.
No.
I was looking at the time.
We were still at the TSA checkpoint.
And I was like, "Oh crap, we're getting close here." So I finally found my stuff. I throw my clothes, my shoes on, and my belt, and grab all my stuff, make sure it's all there. Have my new ticket in my hand because I didn't want any trouble with that. And I meet y'all, and then it was just the hour and a half walk to the gate where we were busting ass to get there on time.
Yeah.
We got there in just enough time to board the plane.
We did.
Yeah. Well, they had just started boarding around maybe around 5 minutes at the most from when we got up to the gate, because we were in the boarding group A1 through 30, and they started boarding A31 through 60.
Yeah.
When we got up to the gate, so the timing was good. And since it was such an early flight, it wasn't even half full. We still got to pick our seats, or pick where we wanted to seat. Yeah.
So the ride back was amazing because we were going home.
And you got to sleep. I didn't get to sleep.
You slept when we got home.
I did.
I did the head bobbing thing.
And the reason I slept was because I wasn't going to take a nap when we got home because I had to take care of the trick-or-treaters.
Yeah. Now, what did you do with me whenever I was sleeping the afternoon away?
Hold on. Let's get through the rest of this because there's still some comedy to be
Oh,
had there.
yeah. That's right. Once we got back to Love Field and we were in the parking lot.
Yeah, Shelly was like, I'm going to buy breakfast. We're going to go to Whataburger, okay? And I was like, okay. Well,
I felt bad about everything that we had you had gone through, and I was like, we're just gonna buy.
I wasn't upset.
I was upset.
I mean, I was upset,
dude. I was upset because I feel like I was the cause of it.
I was upset
because of my original mistake.
Because I really was looking forward to kind of getting through the gate and then just kind of having a relaxing breakfast and then hopping on the plane. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't upset that it happened because shit happens,
Yeah.
And usually to us when we're on a return, like last time we went to Vegas, we had to take a different flight because ours was canceled. We got on the plane and the pilot said, "Oh, sorry, this plane's timed out, so we're going to pull back up and we're going to switch planes." So they switched planes, and then we got back and he started to pull out, and the time said, "Oh, my time has now come up, so we're going to have to cancel this flight." And I was like, this is bullshit. So, anyway, I just had bad luck on return flights for some reason. But it was okay. We finally got to Texas, and we unboarded, and we had to...
We're all on, no sleep, because Kim and Kenneth and myself, we didn't get back to the hotel until 12. And so we got back. We made sure all our stuff was packed up before we left. And then we jumped into bed. And, I mean, you're on a high, so it took us a while to settle down and go to bed, go to sleep. I didn't get much sleep. I actually slept hard, but I didn't get a lot of hours of sleep. And they didn't get much sleep at all. And so now we're in the parking garage. And
at Love Field after landing.
And we went to where I remembered parking, where I thought I remembered parking.
Well, all I'm going to say is that when we were looking for the car in garage A, he said it was on F, and something told me to go down E. And I started to walk down that way, but y'all said, we're going to check the other garage. I was like, okay.
Well, because he said it was B. He kept saying it was
B. Well, the entrance we went in was B because the entrance for A was blocked off and said it was sold out. or it was
so
full.
so we went to B because
So I was
like,
disoriented
I
in
don't
that matter.
think we parked in B. I don't remember parking in B, but we walked all the way, and it's a long walk. And yeah, there are those little
Moving sidewalks.
but you're walking on the moving sidewalk still too, and it's like a 10-minute almost walk over there. So we go over there, we stand in the garage, and I'm like, I don't remember it being like this. It doesn't look, and the signs didn't look anything like what was on RoboTuner's phone, and I was like, let's go back. I really feel like we parked over there. Let's go back over there. And, Kim's exhausted. Kenneth's exhausted. I'm tired. RoboTuner's tired. So we walked back over there. And I got my keys out this time. I was like, I'm just going to click my clicker. So I clicked my clicker and clicked my clicker, and Thunder K goes, what was that? And I was like, was it? And I went click, click, click. And it was like, meep, meep, meep. And I was like, yes. So we just walked towards the beep. You went clear across somewhere else, though.
I went 1 or 2 aisles over trying to find your car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And basically, when we were walking up F, there was a ramp going up to the sunlight, and we all knew that wasn't it. But apparently underneath that ramp is where the car was.
On F.
F.
Which I'm like, how is this F?
Yeah, it didn't make any sense logistically to me either.
Yeah.
So there was a little confusion when we got into the car, and then we got our Whataburger.
Gross Whataburger.
It wasn't that bad.
It was okay.
Okay, my tortillas were hard as a rock.
Mine was hard, but it's fine.
Okay.
I was just looking for something to get in my belly.
Yeah, I was hungry. I didn't care.
You were like, get in my belly right now.
Yeah.
All I really wanted was the coffee.
And then after that, we went home.
And then we went home.
And then I slept away the afternoon, in which this one over here woke me up because she was flipping out about a remote control for her animatronics that she wasn't able to find.
Listen, it was important, okay? It was very important. And it's not like I woke you up after 30 minutes of sleeping. You had slept for a good 2 hours at that point.
Okay, I didn't know what time it was.
Yeah.
I went right back to sleep after you asked me.
Yeah.
And you stormed out in a huff.
Hold on. You did, and you completely forgot about a conversation you had with Aunt Donna. Because Aunt Donna had to go to the bathroom. Markham was in the other bathroom, okay?
The other person that resides with us, right? For those that don't know us personally.
So she goes, would it be all right if I walked in there? I mean, he's sleeping. And I was like, yeah, Aunt Donna, he's out to the world. He's dead to the world. Like, I walked in there.
She opened the door, and he goes, what?
She opened the door. He sat straight up in bed, and he goes, don't wake me up. And she's like, okay, I won't. Okay. And he's like, and then he goes and lays back down. He doesn't even remember doing it.
No, I don't. That's what happens when you only have an hour and a half sleep.
I'm telling
you. Video camera that shit, so he knows what he goes through in the middle of the night.
Whatever. He doesn't go through anything.
What?
What?
I can barely move on the bed. Like, I'll put my phone up for the night, and I'll roll over so I can face the window, because that's my most comfortable way. And the next thing I know, he starts spewing what, and he starts talking about some story. And I'm like, oh yeah, tell me more. Yeah.
You should record that shit, and then on weekends we don't, feel like doing the podcast. Y'all could just play that instead.
Oh yeah, that would be gold, comedy gold.
Just 8 hours of just that.
Yeah.
Not 8 hours, just a couple hours to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just go, hey, RoboTuner, can you tell me what's your intro for this week's show?
And just
what?
Find out what I say. What?
You should make a song for yourself.
So, Alex, how have you been the last week?
I've been good.
I barely hear you. Are you talking in the right side of the mic?
I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
No, I've been good.
We finished Star Wars Visions.
We finally did.
What'd you think of it overall?
It was okay.
That's what I thought too.
I liked at least 3 of them.
Did you feel like Star Wars Visions was like
just straight trailers for other?
Yeah, like possibilities of Star Wars shows.
Somewhat, yes, but I know that'll never come to fruition because they're all love letters from these different anime studios.
But they all seem to have cliffhangers or beginnings of journeys that don't
do anything.
Won't actually have an end. Yeah.
So I think the first one was the best one.
Yes, the duel, that was my favorite one too.
I don't think that it had. If they were to make that into a show, I don't think that it would be a long-lasting show.
Yeah, maybe like a limited series.
Yeah, limited. That's what I was telling
What
Alex.
I
Maybe
was
a
thinking.
limited series.
Yeah.
The bunny one. The bunny one would definitely be like a long time show.
Yeah, that could be a long time show.
Oh yeah, the Ocho. Was that what?
Lop and Ocho.
Yeah, Lop and Ocho. So that's a question I had about that one. If that character's name is Ocho, where are the other 7?
I don't know if the guy had other kids. Because Ocho's the daughter, not the bunny girl.
I
do get that. That's why I said I don't think he had other kids.
Oh.
Jeez, I'm not stupid.
And I thought you were being serious
So
when you said
the
that.
other one I thought had real possibility was the Ninth Jedi.
The Ninth Jedi. That one was dope.
That one was kind of cool, yeah.
That one
I thought
was
that
kinda
one
cool.
all right.
I like that one. I think that would make a really good series.
I don't know. It kind of confused me though, because it brought the question in. It was like, hey, kyber crystals are actually just where you align on the Force. And I was like, no, that's not right.
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
not.
That's not canonical.
Yeah, and
no.
the other one that pissed me off was the twins. I didn't like that one.
The twins
at all.
was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
It was just bad.
And the fact that they were using all these powers in the vacuum of space without any suits on.
No, the thing that pissed me off
That was
the
dumb.
The thing that pissed me off was the fucking like Megazord lightsaber.
Well,
yeah.
don't forget about the tentacle
yeah.
lightsabers. The tentacle porn lightsabers.
Oh yeah, the lightsaber.
Oh yeah,
heels.
you mean the light whips?
The
Yeah.
light whips and the
Yeah.
tentacle and the heels.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Okay.
When he sliced the entire Star Destroyer in half.
Yeah, that's why I said like
because
Megazord.
He was using that one little kyber crystal in the lightsaber, and he went to hyperspace, and somehow that gave him more power. I don't know. It didn't make sense.
I don't know. I like
Studio Trigger is the one that did that one.
Oh, what did you think? I wanted to
About
ask
what?
you about
I know what you're about to
the Jedi Mega Man.
The Jedi Mega Man.
Oh yeah, that one.
They had Professor Light in it. Come on, that was the Jedi Mega Man. You got.
Or no. I thought he looked. I thought he resembled more Astro Boy than Mega Man.
No, you should watch that again. The Professor Light is in it. He looks just like Professor Light.
I can see both. The robot did look like Professor.
Or Right.
Astro
Right.
Boy.
Yeah, right.
But the Professor.
It's either they're interchangeable.
He looked like Professor Wright.
He did. He looked just like him. I thought. That's the first thing I said is, "What is this Jedi Mega Man?"
Yeah, and then it was like robots get Force.
Yeah.
He just computed what the Force was. He was like, oh, here we go.
I mean, I'm not against the concept, but I thought that looks like
silly as hell.
That looks like Nintendo made a Jedi cartoon.
Yeah, that's what I kind of equated it to also. All right, well, we've read kind of long and went. I know we still have some news and conspiracies to go through.
No, we're just going to do trivia because we did go too long with our story, which is fine. We'll just do trivia and call it a night.
Okay, stump the Robotuna. Here we giz.
All right.
Here we jizz.
I said giz, not jizz.
I know.
Oh, by the way, are we keeping this here or are you taking it home with you?
No, we're keeping it here.
Woo.
I got to find a place to put it.
And this is heavy.
It's uncomfortable to wear with.
I am the king of Castle Fujiwa.
That's not the crown of Castle Fujiwa.
That's the crown of Poo Poo Head.
That's a guest crown.
Okay.
We need to get you your own crown. We can go to Burger King afterwards.
Where would you find the Sea of Tranquility?
Thunder K, the moon.
Correct.
Oh shit.
What kind of bulbs were once exchanged as a form of currency?
Robotuner? Light bulbs?
No.
Thunder K rose bulbs?
No.
Intern? You have a guess?
Alex the intern. What?
No.
Hockey pucks.
No.
Hockey puck.
That's not a bulb, weirdo. Tulips.
Motherfucker.
Butt tulips.
Which chess piece can only move diagonally?
Robotuner. Shit. All three of us chimed in.
Hey, that's not fair. I said it first.
No, I heard his name first.
Bishop.
Dring.
How many valves does a trumpet have?
Alex the intern 3.
Correct.
There's some brass instruments that actually could have 3 or 4. I played the tuba, and the one I had at home had 4, but the one I played in school had 3.
Yeah. How many valves does a trumpet have?
It has 3.
It only has 3.
But it's most common to have 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
What dinosaur fossil was originally mistaken for a type of bison?
Robotuner? Triceratops?
Correct.
Oh shit! I just guessed at that.
Yeah, see, I'm not good with my dinosaurs.
Cockroaches do what every 15 minutes?
Robotuner. Fuck.
No.
Wow.
Alexander,
hey.
Shed their exoskin?
No.
Thunder K. Lay eggs.
No.
Oh, shit.
God, it's grosser than that.
No, it's funnier. Fart.
Oh.
So you're a cockroach.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why it was funny. So rude.
Oh, Jesus.
In Alaska, it's legal to shoot bears, but it's illegal to do what?
Thunder K. Fuck them.
No.
You telling me that's legal?
No, that's not the answer to
Alex
this
the intern.
question.
Okay, all right, then I get it. It's
no,
legal.
you don't get it.
Feed them.
No.
Oh.
Robotuner.
What?
Pet them.
No.
Okay, what is it?
Wake them up.
Wake them up?
Motherfucker.
Oh, so you don't disturb them when they're in hibernation.
So what? So this is
that makes sense.
Melissa's a bear?
Oh, god dang.
I was going to say something about
When
her.
has it been illegal? What does the word matrix mean in the Bible?
What the hell?
I need to bring that up.
Next time, yes.
We can't bring it up right now?
Oh, I thought.
Well, after this.
Yeah. After this question, yeah.
Alex the intern, the Angels?
No.
Robotuner? Heaven?
No.
I don't know.
The womb.
Oh.
Weird.
When people are frightened, their
That makes
ears
sense.
produce more of what?
Robotuner? Wax?
Correct.
But I must be scared
Hey,
as
what,
hell.
what were you gonna?
No, Matt Stubbs
I'll
is
do
scared
after
as hell.
this.
He has more earwax than anybody else I've ever met in my entire life. And I
Okay.
only know
Is
this because I saw his earplugs on a regular basis when I was in a band with him.
Was that from him nibbling on his ears?
No, is that from the 250 milligrams of weed he had?
What did J. Edgar Hoover not want people walking on?
Alex the intern, Sunshine.
No.
Robotuner? Hoover Dam?
No.
Thunder K. His blue suede shoes?
No.
It's not Elvis.
I've never heard of this man.
Me. And my shadow.
Crippling anxiety?
Shadow.
Oh.
Shadow. J. Edgar Hoover was the director of the FBI during the Great Depression.
Okay, so that's the last one.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
Well, who won?
You're gonna have to do one more.
Is there a tie?
Is there a tie? Between who?
How is there a tie?
Oh, the two of us?
Yeah.
Myself and Thunder King?
Okay. In Denmark, oh my god, what is a Svangerskab for by de middle?
Thunder K. A toe?
No.
Svangerskab vi begendemiddel?
No. Svangerskab for by middle.
It's a goddamn toilet.
No.
Svangerskab.
It's
the
your-
basketball.
Your asshole under pressure?
No.
I have no idea.
It's a condom.
Oh.
I probably jacked that shit up.
Mm. One more for a tiebreaker.
In what month does Russia celebrate the October Revolution?
Robotuner in October?
No.
Oh, I know
What?
this one. Actually, I do know this one.
What the fuck?
Well, you're still in the game. You can get.
No, it's a
Thunder
tie.
K.
Okay.
November?
Yes.
Okay, Thunder K wins.
Okay. Now, before we end the show.
Oh yeah, about the Matrix.
I
That's
gotta
right.
tell you this. I was shocked when I watched this interview. There is a woman who owns the Terminator series and the Matrix series.
Yeah, she's the
She bought the
the franchises.
The rights?
Yes. And she said that the Terminator franchise is the beginning and the Matrix franchise is a part of the Terminator series, and that the guy that Keanu Reeves plays
Neo.
is Sarah's son.
John Connor?
Yes.
Neo is John Connor.
I think so.
That makes zero sense.
Or is it her grandson?
I
No,
can't.
but that's what she said.
I can't remember the
And-
exact terminology.
And that
honestly,
these two series are biblical. Mm-hmm. That's what she said. She owns both of them.
yeah.
I'm not making this up.
Okay.
I should play a game. Am I telling a lie or am I telling the truth? But this was the truth. The lady said
I
that.
know one you could do. How about Americans need help from Germans because of our poor?
Yeah. There's.
Why would we be reaching out to Germany anyway for that?
Hold on. I gotta find that.
Okay.
And then we can go.
That was funny. Das Burgers. Send us your schnitzel.
No.
Your women. How much for your women? Your Fraus.
It's called the Great Nations Eat TV commercial. Germany for America. Oh, the ad was blocked. Why? Okay, here we go.
Oh.
You put it on her show or her face.
Let me open it up.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, here it is.
I wonder if the sound will play through.
It's not very loud.
Well, it's in German anyway. They can read it. Can you move your...
And it goes
Sorry,
dependent
okay.
on the government. 19 million Americans are struggling through food insecurity. They are hungry for more than a meal, hungry for change. Okay, America needs Germany's help. Well, now.
More
More people struggle to afford food in America than any other country. And it showed like...
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
Where in America is that going on?
I'd like to know the same. I mean, I can understand it in impoverished cities like odd West Virginia.
Now, are they talking about America like the continent? Or...
Like...
Oh, they could be.
But it has the U.S. flag on there, so no.
Yeah.
It'd have to be the United States of America.
That's weird.
I mean, we have food stamps, so I don't understand the issue here.
Yeah,
and it's not like it's hard to get food stamps.
But yeah, but you have to qualify to get food stamps. They don't give them out to just
But if
everybody.
they're so poor they don't have food, I mean, I would think that they qualify.
Well, you can go to a church and get food. There's a lot of churches out there that just gives food to everybody.
And there are also a ton of humanitarian places like the Union Gospels that feed homeless too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
I don't understand that commercial at all.
That's a conversation for another day. But until then, if you have something you'd like for us to talk about, you can drop us an email, robotuner2020@gmail.com. Call us and leave us a voicemail, 682-325-1379. Follow us on Facebook and on Instagram across both platforms at The RoboTuner. And we are live most Sundays starting anywhere between 6:30 and 7 p.m. Central Time. We's out of here. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, new listener Caleb Allen.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Red pants. And we're off. Why does your microphone buzz every time you move it away? And there must be something on there that's causing it to vibrate. Okay.